Welcome back, people. It is episode 36 of season 5 of the Taxi Squad podcast. We've got a fair amount of topics to get into. Before we do any of that, please like, follow, subscribe, share it to a friend, maybe repost something if you're feeling jazzy. We got strange and unusual topics about shell corporations in the NBA. We got people getting shot. We got some college football review of week 1 and anticipation of week 2 quickly coming down the pike. MLB baseball playoffs are starting soon. We got some hot topics on that. We also spin the wheel of death. NFL picks are back. Bears corner. It's the Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. We talk about sports and stupid stuff. We're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back. It's the Taxi Squad. Yeah.
Vince.
Oh.
Been around the world. And I. And we're back.
I'm pimping all over the world. Shout out Ludacris. Watch that video this weekend. Mike, I have something to bring up to you as friends.
What's that?
Just between me and you, no one else can hear. Just you and I here. I got some reporting over the last week about a certain subject that we spoke and posted about. And I heard that you are a repeat offender of said thing. And said thing was being a grown man with a glove at a baseball game. And I guess I've been told by friends of ours that buddy old pal here is 27 walking out there being like, I hope I get a ball. I'm pretty sure you were.
No.
Okay.
No.
Hey, fight your case. I'm telling you what I heard from the streets.
Streets want to play games, huh?
Okay. I guess so. Girls just want to have fun.
Okay. So who are your sources?
I'm not outing my sources. I'm a journalist.
Okay.
Either confirm or deny, because I got pretty rough evidence that you did it.
So last week, we posted all about how if you're a grown man at a baseball game, which I was at one today, it's probably not in the best interest to bring your glove, especially if you're sitting in the higher sections.
And 32 years old, 33 years old.
Right. And a lot of the internet disagreed with us. The internet was like, you guys are stupid. I'm paying for my ticket. I'm
not
bringing
even
my
stupid.
glove.
It's like, I'm bringing my kid. Well, yeah, do that.
If you're bringing your kid,
do that.
For the record, if you're bringing a small child for protection, I'd probably say bring a glove. Because, to your point, it kind of makes sense.
Sure. Kid brings his glove. Dad brings his glove.
Right. Now, in my early 20s, I'm not going to lie. I did not know this was a thing. I didn't.
Okay.
I was actually 23 years old. I will admit it.
Okay.
And I went to a ball game with my friend Tony and his father.
Yeah, I heard his dad was the real one.
His father's old school as they can be. Shout out Tom C. Love that man to pieces. And Tom smokes heavily. And he looked at me. And I had my glove and we're waiting to go into the ballpark. And he takes a drag of a cigarette. And he's like, Mike, where the fuck you going with this glove? And I'm like,
you think they're going to let you on the field?
And I'm like, I don't know, Mr. Kanata. I was like, I just thought I'd bring my glove for where we're sitting. We're like third baseline. I just thought, just in case. It's like, Mike, you're fucking 23 years old. What the fuck are you doing with a glove? Are you going to get it signed? He's like, leave it in the fucking car. You'll be fine. We're not going to see one ball. And after that day, I learned. And every time after that I went to a baseball game, I never brought my glove ever again. So
see, that's good. Okay, but question.
I got called out by a great friend, one of the best friends I had, his father, to say, Mike, grow the fuck up a little bit. We're no longer in Little League. And I was like, you know what?
Or high school league or college league at that point.
technically I could have played college. And NIL days today at that point, I definitely could have been.
For sure. But you're at that point in your life, you're in the minors at that point. I have a question for you. Pulling a little Dax Shepard armchair expert here. Why didn't you fess up to it before we posted the clip?
Because I wanted a reaction.
Because you seemed like you agreed with me at 12. You're like, 12's right.
I do agreed with you.
You were double 12. You were double 12. You were two 12-year-olds in a trench coat standing on each other.
In my defense, I said 15. I think 15's an agreeable before.
You're almost double 15.
Almost. Double 15 would technically be 30 for the record.
That's me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's math. That's how math works. Thank you.
Right. So I learned my lesson, and I have yet to bring a baseball glove to a stadium. But that was that one time. And I posted it to incite a reaction from my friends. One time.
See, I heard that it could have been a couple, but
No. It was one.
We are friends with many people that like to exaggerate.
They are dramatic Italians that I grew up with and love dearly. So of course they're going to take the anthill and make it a mountain.
Mountain out of a molehill, if you will.
Pick your hill.
Okay.
But that is my truth, and I'm sticking to it. And I am, in quote, dying on that hill.
I'm glad you decided to...
Give me the soundboard.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm just glad you... I just needed you to have the opportunity to air that one out because secrets are no fun. That's what they always say.
It wasn't a secret. Are you kidding? We posted the first video on the Instagram. Vinny Canada.
It wasn't a secret.
Wasn't a secret.
I'm pretty sure it was because we talked about it. You withheld said information.
I knew I was going to get roasted. You know, Vince, sometimes you got to plant the seeds to get the full-blown plant of content.
Okay. I like the way you spin a lie, dude. I like the way you spin a lie.
There's methods to Michael's madness.
Hey, I'm just glad you had the opportunity to air it out.
Hey, and if you want to air it out as well, call in 312-725-2107.
You'll never guess what happened, Mike.
What happened, Vince?
It's time to air it out.
Oh!
It's time to air it out. Let's start the show off with an air it out here. This one's short. This one is pointed. And last week we talked about Provel cheese, St. Louis, eating their...
Oh, we got a St. Louis call?
Eating their ass pizza. Still ass to this day.
That's horrible.
So this is what we got.
Yeah, I got some things to say. Where do you get off not liking Provel cheese? You unsophisticated, taste bud having swine. Love the show. Long time listener. Bye.
That's it. That's all we needed there. That's all we needed. First off, unsophisticated. You put Velveeta on your pizza. Unsophisticated my ass, dude. I need baked mac and cheese if I'm getting down on that mac and cheese, dude. I'm not covering in the shells. Get over yourself. I love you. I just so happened to see this man that day, and he gave me the lowdown on how he told us not to get Provel cheese, to which I said, blasphemy. He said, but if you're going to, go to this place, and we got it, and it was ass. Just saying.
I think no matter what way you slice it, no pun intended.
Oh!
The cheese, not so good. But, Vince, what if I told you the FDA doesn't even recognize Provel as real cheese?
Oh, I'd believe it. I'd totally believe it.
Provel, like American cheese, also, still considered cheese, but not cheese, doesn't meet the FDA's requirements for moisture content in cheese.
Yeah.
So it's labeled as pasteurized processed cheese.
It's 90% booty cheeks, 10% yellow food dye.
Yeah, it's bad.
You can't be cheese if it's mostly booty cheeks.
Provel is white processed cheese prominent in St. Louis cuisine, a combination of cheddar, Swiss, provolone. If it smells like that, for the record, you leave it alone. Liquid smoke, and Provel has a low melting point and a gooey texture and a buttery flavor.
Buttery?
To me, it tastes like feet. Tastes like feet.
It's not buttery.
Tastes like feet.
Maybe
So,
7-month-old butter.
If it smells like provolone, you leave it alone.
Unless it's
and
provolone.
if it smells like Provel, don't
ask, don't tell.
Oh, okay. I like it. That's a good one.
Thank you. But hey, listen, everybody's different, and you can like what you want. But we're an anti-Provel cheese podcast.
Bring your ball glove to baseball game as a grown man. Just
St. Louis.
Know that you're going to get the repercussions.
I was in St. Louis today. I was in St. Louis today.
How was it? Did you go get a fucking Provel cheese sandwich?
I went to St. Louis. I picked up a car. I came right back.
Yeah,
but
I don't blame you.
I saw a pizza place and I was like, ew. I laughed. Gross. But then I saw toasted raviolis. I'm like, yeah. See, that's the thing. We're not anti-St. Louis. We're anti-Provel. That's all it is.
St. Louis is just another one of those Midwest cities that really wants to be Chicago.
It used to be, dude. St. Louis, consistently, objectively, used to be a major hub. I want to say railroads or something like that. A lot of things went through that when people were moving west. Shit gets older. Chicago takes over. Texas takes over. You're stuck in the middle.
Well,
But it's a nice city. I like it. It's a fun place to be. Open container laws everywhere. You can just walk around boozing all the time. There's a time and a place for St. Louis, but just not for the pizza.
Well, the Hill in St. Louis may be some of the best Italian cuisine next to North End and Boston in the country. So I will give it that.
Yes, for sure. Amongst other places, but I'm with you there. I've had Italian food in both places. I like it. But again, you're not getting Provel-laden pizza at an Italian restaurant there. So
no, not in Boston.
No, I'm saying in St. Louis either. If you're going to a nice Italian place in there, they're not going to give you fucking macaroni and cheese pizza.
No, of course not. I mean, but then again, if you're going to a nice Italian spot, you're not necessarily getting pizza.
True. You might get a tasty little flat bread. Flat bread.
Maybe,
Hey, everybody's different. Different strokes for different folks, Mike. You brought a glove to the game at 23.
You rarely go to a fine dining
Listen,
Italian establishment and get a pizza. You don't do that.
Do you bring your own spatula when you go to dinner?
No.
Yeah, why the fuck do you bring a glove to a baseball game? It's the same shit. What are you, a chef? What are you, a chef, dude?
Technically, I am chef. I can cook my balls off. I don't want to hear about it.
All right.
That's facts.
Yeah, I know. It is. It's absolutely objectively true. Should we get to some strange and unusual?
Let's talk about some strange and unusual topics about shell corporations in the NBA.
I need the Apprentice money over this.
Okay, well,
because we got
it up. Will we get
copyrighted again? We can't. Yeah, that's why I just sing it. I'll sing it pitch accurate for a short minute, and that's us playing music on the spot.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard comes out today. So Pablo Torre, who used to work for ESPN, he has a podcast where he finds out the dirty truth about things. Sometimes it's fun. He's had a couple we've already talked about. This new one drops a bombshell report. Kawhi Leonard reportedly signed a $28 million endorsement with a fraudulent tree planting company funded by the Clippers owner Steve Ballmer to, quote, circumvent the salary cap rules, unquote. Your thoughts?
I feel like a lot of people have been doing this for a long time, and just seems like the Clippers got caught.
Why would you not? Right?
That's, to me, I'm reading through the tea leaves here. I feel like a lot of teams have done this, and now they're just getting out here that this is a thing. But then again, you follow the money. It's just like anything.
Alexander Hamilton, this beginning of our country, man.
Right. And still to this day, you want to make some money. Just look at Nancy Pelosi's trade history.
Facts. That's her husband, it's not her. So the Clippers made a statement. Neither Mr. Ballmer nor the Clippers circumvented the salary cap or engaged in any misconduct. Contrary assertion is provably false. Team ended its relationship with Aspiration, the tree planting thing, years ago during the 2022-2023 season when Aspiration defaulted on its obligations. Neither the Clippers or Mr. Ballmer were aware of any improper activity from Aspiration or its co-founder until after the government instituted its investigation. And so on and so on. So, one thing to note, this did happen before in the NBA. The Minnesota Timberwolves signed Joe Smith and signed him under the guise where his endorsement deal is going to be higher from a fraudulent company, to which the NBA voided his contract, took their next 5 first-round picks. Clippers have traded all of their first-round picks for a bunch of older players. So this guy on Twitter had a great idea that they should just shoot Steve Ballmer on NBC because there's no other way you can make him pay for it. There's no other way.
Or just make them dance horribly again like the Windows 95 kickoff.
I loved that. I loved that a lot.
Can you pull up that video? So really, what I will say about this, about Torres reporting, first and foremost, this is awesome journalism.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Leonard endorsed this startup called Aspiration, which Ballmer was one of the primary financial backers. 7 anonymous former employees of Aspiration said Leonard received a 4-year, $28 million deal for basically a no-show job. So this is super like union delegate. Yeah, I'm a union delegate. I show up, I punch my card, I go home. So this is some gangster shit if we think about it.
I work in the trash business.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of deal.
I work in the trash. I'm in fucking waste management. So Ballmer, as much as I wish there it is. What was the real song?
I got to get rid of it.
I think it was like,
because we're gonna
I think it was like We Are the Champions. I think it was We Are the Champions, right?
Bill Gates dancing too. Little did we know he was going on islands, being a creepy little minx.
Hey, so was Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking was out there.
Well, yeah, that's what we learned. He was also a creepy little freak. But this dude just goes crazy, dude. He goes crazy.
Yeah,
the Ballmer bro. For what you'll say about him, he is.
Ballmer's a jazzy guy.
I like him.
They got scammed by Aspiration along with many other crimes for which they pleaded guilty last week. First, Steve isn't that dumb. If he had tried to feed KL money, a.k.a. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, this was a stake for him personally and his team. Okay, it's like 3 degrees of separation. He's totally keeping this within an arm's length. Like, it's just, hey, I funded this. It's a show.
So for a while, they were doing like Kawhi Leonard scores 20 points. We're going to plant 100 trees per point or whatever. And then they were like quote tweeting them on Twitter and shit. So people went back and found it. They're looking at the Twitter page and now it's just owned by somebody random. So I guess it used to be a Twitter page. Mark Cuban, former owner of the Mavericks, also talked about this, to which him and Pablo Torres went back and forth. But what he said is he's team Ballmer. As much as I wish they circumvented the salary cap, Steve isn't that dumb. So he's saying that they got scammed, along with many others, crimes for which they pleaded guilty for last week. So the people who were in charge of the company are in trouble for said thing. So it was a real company, quote unquote. Steve Ballmer, not part of that. Scammers do scammy things. They did a $300 million sponsorship deal with the Clippers in 2021. That's a huge deal. The better the team does, the more value the sponsorship has. It actually makes perfect sense. If they stole money from investors and want the Clippers to succeed, why not give them stolen money to keep their best player? And he kind of said Pablo Torre didn't take the time to find that out. Yada, yada, yada. Listen, man. When there's smoke, there's fire. Again, I don't blame him for doing this because I'm sure plenty of other guys do this outside of Jerry Reinsdorf because he wouldn't do that. It's too much money to get a player. He would never do that. But, like, yeah, you got caught. Like, it is what it is. It's if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. This is a Belichickian type thing. I'm kind of just like, it is what it is.
Well, I think Cuban's fighting in defense of his buddy Ballmer for the sake of...
He probably did the same shit.
I think he's doing the same thing. So It's going to be interesting now in the next 90 days.
Or the company's a fraud.
In the next 90 days, what's going to come of this is going to be quite interesting because I think many more NBA teams are going to be outed for this, and maybe even more than that. Maybe other professional organizations are involved in this. And
the good thing about baseball is you don't need that.
Jerry Reinsdorf, for the record, all of this, just to remind everybody, was to circumvent the salary cap.
Right.
Because in baseball, there is no salary cap.
In NBA, there's aprons and there's repeat offender of going over the apron where that tax is insane, then, like hundreds of millions of dollars. So if you do it more than tax. But like if you do it more than 1 or 2 or 3 times, the amount of times you repeat it, the tax percentage goes up. So what they probably did was just adjust his salary with everybody else's who was on the team at the time. So that was like the Paul George thing. I was like, a lot of things all going at the same time. They're probably like, all right, we could probably sit right under this. We'll give you an extra $6 million a year, whatever that you want, and we'll just throw it on this thing, which technically would be legal if it was a company doing a real sponsorship. Seemingly, this one was like a no-call, no-show sponsorship where you didn't have to do shit. So, like,
once again, a union delegate job that you show up and you stamp in and you walk out.
But it's as legal as NIL if it's actually real. That's the thing.
Well, this circumvents to the point the salary cap, which could come with different fines depending on how that all looks. There's going to be
shot on NBC.
There's going to be more of this to be found out about. Now, if there was an instance where Jerry Reinsdorf was to create a shell business to circumvent the cap, do you want to know what it would be?
Mattress firm.
No. We're going full blown Oberweis.
I was gonna say, are we gonna get? We're
going milkshakes,
anti-Semitic here. Okay, good. I was like,
no, we're going.
What are you gonna do with this, dude? He's gonna open a Katz's Deli in Chicago. We're going milkshakes. We're going milkshakes.
We're going milkshakes. Maybe
but if we do, we have to spell it like you say it.
Milkshake.
MELK, like you. We gotta get a milkshake.
We're gonna get a milkshake. Jerry's this team not doing well here. Here's what we're going to do for you, Bryce Harper. We're going to get you a prominent promotion deal with the Oberweis. And now half of your salary comes from Oberweis.
From Jerry's special shakes and Sundays. Just fucking alliteration all over it. Can't be fake.
Correct.
Can't be fake.
But it's still
He's
a very
the Jerry
interesting
in Ben
story.
and Jerry's.
If he was,
no,
that would be something else.
No, they do too many good things. So
they do. Former Stone Bags who just created an ice cream company. I mean, hey, you got
wow. The thing is with that, like they used to smoke a lot of weed, or they do, and then they came up with an ice cream company. That's like usually you're like, oh, how'd you come up with this idea? Totally get it. I know exactly where they were when they figured it out. They were like, well, I know it'd be good. Ice cream with a bunch of brownies in it. Like, good idea. Let's open a business. That's all.
Hey, I'm stoned. Just like go get vanilla ice cream and throw the brownies in there.
It's like, what if we just did this for people that are high? And they're like, oh, dude, you're a fucking genius, Ben. It's like, no, you are, Jerry. And then they just decided to make a company.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, like, and then every high school kid's like, dude.
Dude, what about wavy potato chips? You're a fucking genius.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What about pretzels? Exactly. Yes, dude.
Dude, Utz's, dude. If you look at the label of Utz's, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Sweet and salty.
It's like there's a guy in there. Like, dude, George Washington totally smoked weed. Look at this dollar bill. Yeah. All right. So, in the other strange and unusual topics, I kind of buried the lead a little bit, but people are getting shot again.
Dude,
FSU freshman Ethan Pritchard in stable condition after being shot in the head.
Oh my God.
Scary stuff. Florida State freshman linebacker Ethan Pritchard, look this kid up, he's a unit, was shot in the back of the head Sunday night, his father said, and remains in stable condition at a Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. Earl Pritchard from Orlando was shot, told that Ethan was driving his aunt home from a family gathering in Havana, Florida. It's about 16 miles from Tallahassee near the Georgia state line. He's actually in the car taking my sister around the corner to her daughter's house to drop her off. They turned the corner. As soon as they did, they heard gunshots. Do we think this is targeted?
It doesn't feel like
targeted?
It doesn't feel like it.
Okay, I hope not.
An
investigation into the shooting by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the Gaston County Sheriff's Office is ongoing. Florida State coach Mike Norvell said Wednesday he's been able to briefly visit Ethan Pritchard in the hospital. He's remained in contact. Crazy.
It sucks. That sucks. And after such what a wonderful weekend for that entire fan base, but probably for that family as well, and to end it on that is just, I mean, all things considered, the fact that he's in stable condition after getting shot in the head is a godsend, for sure. But again, like even if it was premeditated, it's like, what the fuck, man? It's just
I did some more homework on this Ethan Pritchard, and he grew up without his mother, and he had multiple offers to go to different schools, and his mom went to Florida State.
Oh.
And he decided to forego.
Did she die?
Going to yes.
Okay.
Decided to forego schools like Alabama and Georgia and the big powerhouses.
I was going to say, want to know what's more fun than Tuscaloosa?
What's that?
Florida State.
Well, it depends. I mean, a really good Tuscaloosa, which we'll get into it, is probably a lot of fun. But a really good FSU at the height, which clearly they may be on a comeback tear here, is something to be said. Because they did probably spend a fair amount of money in NIL. Now, I do not know the NIL money that this young man is receiving. We do wish him a speedy recovery, but I do think it's cool that he's staying true to his roots, being a Central Florida kid, and choosing to play for a school that one of his parents did attend, who is no longer with us. So that is some fun investigative journaling that Mike did.
Fun.
Yeah. And
I don't know if it was fun, but it was investigative.
Well, hey, we always go a little fucked up and a little wholesome.
That's true.
I mean, that's how we do things.
Stealing money and stealing lives, unfortunately.
We don't want people to steal lives, you know. We don't need we don't need anything like that on our hands again, right?
If you would like to side with the billionaires, the Mark Cubans of the world, Steve Ballmer's, and you're like, hey, they're really good guys and they do good things, call us. 312-725-2107. Leave us a message and tell us why billionaires deserve rights. Because right now, don't really know why they do, personally.
Maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't.
I mean, they avoid taxes because of many ways.
Yeah. I heard an inside story today about Ishbia, who's going to buy the White Sox, and how he had to like tear down an old park so he can build his house with 18 rooms in it. And I was like, damn it. Even the guy buying the White Sox is an asshole.
He may not be an asshole. I mean, who's to say?
Depends on how old the park is. Depends on if kids still go there. That's where I'm at.
You think he cares? He's like, I'm building the biggest house in the North Shore.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if he doesn't care, that makes him more of an asshole, in my opinion.
Oh, he doesn't care.
He's the Jordan meme. Like, fuck them kids. I'm having 7 bathrooms, so I can use each of them once in the next year.
Yeah, he's not going to see half of those rooms.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I don't understand. People who have ginormous houses, like I think the max square footage of a house that you could truly enjoy is about 7,000 to 8,000 square feet max.
I don't even have in my head how big 7,000 square feet would be. I have no clue. Yeah. I have none. My brain does not work that way.
Yeah. Well, the majority of like most houses today are like 2,000 to 3,000 square feet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 7, you put like a little bowling alley thing in part
like
of it.
Like the houses we grew up in were about 2,000 to 3,000 square feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like, what else do you need?
Right.
I'm comfy with my 2-bed apartment on the top floor right now, dude, but I don't have kids and shit.
Right. But it's just you.
Yeah.
Wife and I are good with about the same size, right? We're good with our, 14
What do you want me to do?
Feet.
What do you want me to walk in? No, I don't got shit to do.
What do you want me to do?
I don't have more shit to clean? Oh, God. One more thing before we get into college here, because we don't have an NBA segment today, but did you hear that Nikola Vucevic has retired?
From horses?
Nikola Vucevic, not Jokic.
Oh, Vooch.
Yeah, he retired.
He retired?
He did.
I don't think that's going to last long.
from international play. He's still on the Bulls. He's not going anywhere, dude.
Dang it. I got excited for a
today
second.
and they said Nikola Vucevic is retired from basketball. Everybody's like, hell yeah. And then it's like from international play. And we're all like, fuck, dude. Like, damn it, dude. He's not going to play for Montenegro anymore, but he's still going to play for the Bulls. I'm like, damn it. He seems like a nice guy.
Well, go play for Montenegro.
Yeah.
And don't play for the Bulls. How about that?
That's where I'm at. Let's talk about college football, huh? What a time.
It's back, Vince. How was week 1 for you? You have a good time?
Overall, it was good. Should we start with our teams and then move into the juicy shit?
Oh, I just think my team's not much to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Because they played Missouri State, also known as MOST. That's the acronym of Missouri State. MOST.
MST?
MOST.
Oh, Missouri is MO, is there? Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Missouri State. Oh, we won decisively.
Yeah, which is good. Missouri State.
73, I think, to 13. I'd have to look at it.
I want to
take a little peek ski.
I want to say I'm trying to think.
73 to 13. I was correct.
Jesus
Jordan
Christ.
Maava, 295, 2 tutties. King Miller, what a name on that guy. 4 carries, 80 yards. It was just like practice. This is kind of practice. I hate to say
I mean, at that point, you better win it, you know. That's
and then our backup for USC got some playing time. Husan Longstreet, what a name. Went 9 for 9, 69 yards, and a dime. He also ran for 2 touchdowns, 8 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. So,
all right,
there you have it.
Take the dub, move on. Yeah, wait till you get some real competition.
Yeah, that's not real competition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a good warm up, but you gotta.
Why don't we talk about your fighting Irish, babe?
This is what I was gonna say. So we're gonna go in
ranked top 5.
We're gonna go in reverse chronological a little bit here because it's the last game of the weekend. So first off, college football was awesome. A lot of people after this game were like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. Fuck, how you feeling?" I'm like, kind of fine. You know, like this is where my head's at. Notre Dame schedule starts off real hot and then gets softer as it goes. So the one thing that Notre Dame can't do, and the one thing I will be very upset with, is if we go the first 2 weeks without getting a win. If we go 0-2 in the first 2, then it's real problem starting. Now, moving on to this game against the Miami Hurricanes. Number 1, a guy in Carson Beck who has played a lot of games in college football, moves to this program, says he's really comfortable with the offense. He is. Other side, CJ Carr, freshman, first time throwing the ball. There was a lot of that this week, and we saw a consistent theme from all of these is that the young dudes just aren't ready for the first fucking week. We saw from every single young guy that play, even though Ohio State quarterback didn't have the best game in the world. Arch Manning had a tough time. We're going to get to it later. CJ Carr went 19 for 30, 221, 2 tutties, and an interception. From a comparison standpoint, like, I'll take that from a fucking freshman all day. They came back, showed some fight. It felt like it was over after the second quarter a little bit. They come back, they score, 17 in the fourth quarter, and they come back a little bit. Miami's a very good team. I think Florida's going to have a good year of football in general. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. I wanted to win, but in my mind of minds, it wasn't the worst loss. Now, you have to run the fucking ball more because you have the best running back in the entire goddamn country, and we're throwing screen passes. I think we do. He's a monster, even when he got the ball. And then,
allegedly.
Okay, but we're throwing screen passes 90% of the time when you could just give it to Jeremiah Love, and he's gonna hurdle a guy. He does it once a game. He did it against Miami and the minimal carries that he got. So play calling needs to change. Young defense needs to get their shit together a little bit, but I'm gonna chalk it up to Carson Beck playing well in this offense, him being a veteran at this point versus a young quarterback and a young defense getting it together. So I'm not freaking out over a 3-point loss in week 1.
You want to know where you really lost the game, Vince?
Where's that, Mike?
In the turnover column.
Oh, yeah, 100%. They didn't turn over once.
1. Interceptions thrown. 1.
Mm-hmm.
Miami did not turn the ball over one time.
Not once. Yeah.
Now, I will say you may have a new dad. Notre Dame might have a new daddy. You might have a new dad and not Jesus Christ. Your father may not be Jesus Christ in moving forward.
Who is it?
It might be that of CJ Daniels going up to the second level, grabbing a one-handed touchdown
I thought that was
pass.
Malachi Toney.
No. That was CJ Daniels. Give
that
the man his roses. That was absolute
crazy
material.
That is
material.
Even when it happened, like, okay, first off, he threw that ball up. Horrible decision. Horrible decision.
Doesn't matter.
But I'm saying, like,
looks like a good one today.
A lot of people's concern with Miami going in is that Carson Beck is going to have a lot of young wide receivers that didn't play. Like, most of the receivers from Miami ended up moving on after last year. People were concerned about that. I wouldn't be concerned about that anymore because this is, by the time the last week comes of the season and they say, what's the best catch of the year? This will be included on it. Will it be the best? We'll see. But that was Odell Beckham shit. That was anywhere else. If that guy didn't get his hand up, that was an interception from 3 different guys. But he just went, whoop, done. Like, even watching the game
athleticism
with I have friends that are Miami fans, watching the game with them, and that catch happened, and I was like, holy fuck. They're like, oh my God. Like, I wasn't even mad. That was the most insane catch I think I've ever seen.
Can't be mad. Just saying, he might be your new dad.
No, it's still
Malachi
fucking
Toney's
Ohio
also
State's
sick.
some bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, Malachi Toney's also sick.
At least this was a game. And I agree with you. Looking at just the stat, I didn't have the opportunity to watch this game. I was out celebrating wife and sister-in-law for their birthdays, twins. So couldn't really take in this game as much as I'd like. I have seen the highlights, but I will give CJ Carr some credit. He figured it out. That first half was a little rocky.
True freshman quarterback, dude.
Yeah,
he's
starting to settle in.
This is a consistent theme over a lot of these guys.
I sent you a voice note, Vince, in particular. Because CJ Carr has the body type of one Riley Leonard.
Very similar,
They just so happen to wear the same number.
Yes.
So I politely asked Vince if he had the inside scoop, because clearly he's inside scoop guy today.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And knew if he, CJ Carr, sent Riley Leonard a Zelle payment, because if you know the story of the Zelle on the podcast, then you would know.
You send the Zelle.
So I'm curious, did he Zelle Riley to say, I want 13 as well? Because I couldn't figure out. I'm like, wait a minute. Did Riley let her go back to school? Like, what the hell are we doing here? It looked exactly the same.
I'm very confident he didn't, because Riley Leonard he's not in the Mount Rushmore of Notre Dame quarterbacks. That's for sure. He brought us to a fucking natty, though. He was a sick ass fucking 1930s quarterback that ran the ball mostly. That's what he was. And it was fun, and he ran over dudes. Like, it was sick. CJ Carr does not have that ability. CJ Carr has a much better arm than him. But I would play style very different. Very different. But visually very similar.
Actually throws the football visually. They both look a lot alike.
Well, yeah, his grandpa coached at Michigan. His dad played at Michigan. Like, he's got family lineage.
I really do give Miami, though, some props, because if you think about it, they took away the run game, clearly, because they made Notre Dame one-dimensional.
Run. They wouldn't even run. It was weird, dude. They wouldn't run the ball.
Well, if you look at this is very interesting. The quarterback has more carries on record than Jeremiah Love, allegedly.
This is what I'm
saying. The best running back in the country.
And Jadarian Price was running his ass off too. It's like he was 7.5 yards a carry. They only give him the ball 6 times. Like, you got to run the ball more.
I'm a little confused by this, just looking at the stat line. If I had to throw a dart, they got a little one-dimensional, some poor coaching here. And Carson Beck, I give the man some credit. He might be on his path to becoming a draft pick by the end of the season, because last year a lot of guys were like, he may need one more year to truly develop. And
well, do you remember walking into the year where he was at on the
Yeah, he started cheating on a Cavendish.
No, I'm saying beginning of the year last year. They were talking about Georgia. And they were like
random broads on the
before this happened,
campus of Georgia's shot on Snapchat.
Yes, for sure. All of that happened. But before the year started, Carson Beck was like, hey, he might win a Heisman this year. He could be a number 1 overall pick. Like that was the conversation around him. And then it changed quickly with all of this shit that happened and like turnover prone a little bit. He said, and I was listening to this thing that he was talking about. He was like, I like this offense because in Georgia, you make one mistake and you're fucked. So every time he's throwing the ball, he's tweaking. He's on this offense and he's like, I'm pretty free to do what I need to do. And that's got to be a different feeling than going to Georgia and being like, we have to win a national championship. We're going to die. So I think there is a piece of him that's a little more comfortable there where he can kind of do what he wants and use his talent. And it worked out for him. 20 for 31, 205 and 2 tutties. Like he managed that game.
He did. He managed that game very well. And I mean, they outran you too, which is very interesting. The game ultimately went down to a field goal. Though,
there is no reason that it should have been a 3-point game. Based on how the teams played, it should have been bigger. Now, there was a kick. Mario Cristobal sets up for the kick, and I'm like, buddy, this might not go in. And the minute he kicked it, I'm like, I think this isn't going to go in. And then it just perfectly split the uprights at the end. And I was like, all right, call it.
They got their kicker, man.
And it's not a Grammatica. I feel like Miami's only had Grammaticas the last 15 years.
Talk about a family of kickers.
Nephews, sons, uncles. It's like the Mannings of kicking.
What Grammatica most notably tore his ACL on a celebration? I forget. Was it Martine?
Martine, I believe.
I believe, yeah.
What was there, Bill or the other one? Who was the other one?
I don't know.
I think it was Bill Grammatica or something like that. I don't know.
William. Good old William. All right. So we start with the last game of Saturday. Let's go to the first game of Saturday, which was Texas, Ohio State.
Still horrible time to have that game. Such a dumb time to have that game. Make it the night game. If they were
smart, I think ultimately they wanted to start out hot, like get everybody up and ready and excited, and the Portnoy stuff leading up to it, not going to Ohio State, then comes out and like, puffs his chest and does the whole thing. But man, this game was very underwhelming.
Well,
very underwhelming.
To my point, this is going to be a consistent theme with all the games we talk about. Both of these guys have 0 to very minimal experience playing. And both of these guys are playing. I mean, OSU looked like the best defense in the country. And Texas already has one of the best defense. These are rookie, freshman, first-year quarterbacks against the best defenses in the country. What do you you can't do anything with that. What are you supposed to do?
Well, to your point, I do believe that Julian Sand just stayed within the confines of his offense and he didn't make a mistake. Where Arch made a mistake.
Expectations are high on the kid. Super high. And what sucks about it too is this. Well, first off, and I'm part of it too, but like a lot of people are like, yeah, Quinn Ewers was better. It's like, dude, this is his first actual real start ever. He's not even going to he's not coming out of college next year. He's going to play another year. Like
against maybe the best defense in the country.
Give the kid a moment before he's playing the number 1 team in the fucking nation. And he's like, oh, he wasn't his freaking uncle. You're like, what do you like? What are you?
He wasn't one of his uncles. How dare you?
It's like, what are you supposed to do? And yeah, he's young. He's gonna make mistakes like that. Like, I would be very surprised if Texas doesn't make a playoff run this year. Regardless of what, I mean, it was 3 against 1. Now it's 1 against 7. Like, what are we doing?
I think this is ultimately kind of what he needed. And this might put some juice under him, but you look at Texas's schedule here the next 3 weeks. He's going to have some time to figure it out. Yeah. He has San Diego State. He has, not San Diego State. My bad. San Jose State. And then they jump from San Jose State to then I think like Sam Houston.
Okay.
It's weak. Oh, my bad. UTEP. then Sam Houston.
Week and week. Yes, that's
so
the
you
thing.
get
It's like,
2 weeks to figure this out, and then going into October, you got Florida, Oklahoma, and Kentucky.
yeah.
And you get Georgia right before Thanksgiving.
To your point, was it Julian Sayin? Is that how you say it? Sayin?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sayin. He's 5-star number 1 quarterback last year, right? Something like that.
He was the
Or
top
this year?
recruit coming out of high school last year.
He didn't light the fucking world on fire.
No, he stayed within the confines of the offense, and Jeremiah Smith had 6 receptions. He threw up a Hail Mary to Carnell Tate in the end zone, and he made a spectacular catch in the first half to really, secure that first half. And that's really what it was. Texas was about to tie the game coming out of their first drive right before the half and got stopped at the 1.
Well, technically, Texas didn't really start getting going till the end of they scored that touchdown. You're like, this game's in reach in the fourth quarter. It was just, again, it's like we are going through new versus veteran, whatever you want to call it in college, guys that have been around for a while. And they could segue into the next game, but it's like, these are new guys playing quarterback. They're playing 2 of the best defenses in the country. This is bound to fucking happen. And I think the end of it too, I was like, okay, I understand how that worked out. And Notre Dame, Texas isn't as young, but they are where it counts. Ohio State lost a shit ton of guys. Half of them were on the sidelines, helping them out after they won that shit. These are new teams. And a lot of seniors, when you're a good team for the whole year, you probably got a lot of seniors on your team. And that's what Ohio State did, and they came out and they won. So they did what they had to do. But, young quarterbacks, it's not going to be week 1. Never will be.
Well, speaking of not being week 1, Alabama, what are we doing?
Caleb DeBoer is getting shit on right now. He's getting shit on by everybody, and it's kind of funny. But
Florida State came into this game unranked. They're now ranked 14th. Alabama's ranked 21st.
This Caleb DeBoer went from being the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars to following up Bill Belichick in New England. That's what he essentially did. He went from Washington, and you're like, oh, they went to the AFC Championship with Blake Bortles, and then it was like, win a fucking championship. That's what he did.
Come to Alabama now and win.
And this game, what? Number 1, Castellanos loses his job in Boston College last year. Everybody's like, I don't know if he's that good. FSU's got fucking
Seminoles.
Dude, he's got Gus Malzahn. Gus Malzahn's their OC. And then Mike Norvell's their head coach. I've studied up. I'm studied right now. But
okay, good.
Those 2 together were similarly, it's come in here and do exactly what you got to do. And then watching Alabama in this game, you're like, this is not Nick Saban's Alabama. They did not. This is not Nick Saban's Alabama. Ty Simpson couldn't get the job last year. He kind of just walked into the job this year. It's not like he's young. He's not even young. They just ended up putting him in. It's like, it feels like a different Alabama. This feels like the Cam Newton Patriots.
This feels like a team that doesn't know how to play defense anymore because they got ran all over.
That was their ID for years.
This is not the Alabama identity. It wasn't the passing name that got him. It was 230 rushing yards.
Dude, Castellanos 78 and a tutty.
It was insane to me. He's the best rusher on the team. He's got 16 carries. It's insane, truly.
They kept Alabama at bay. They scored a lot in Florida State. I like this for Florida State because last year was such a shit show. It was so.
Well, they clearly have an identity. What's that?
They won 2 games last year, 3 games, something like that.
Oh, yeah. What DJ Ugalele was supposed to be the second coming of something, and he wasn't.
Yeah, he's the Trevor Lawrence Jr. for seemingly 7 years. They went to Dublin, lose week 1, and then it was like, we're going to lose every game for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So
they got smoked by Georgia Tech week 1 last year.
And they NIL'd a lot of fellas. They brought Gus Malzahn in. Gus Malzahn knows what he wants to do with the quarterback. Gus Malzahn was with Auburn, right? If I'm not mistaken, when Cam Newton was there.
Gus Malzahn.
I think he was. But even so, he knows what to do with his quarterback. A lot of people in Florida State did not want him. Seems like it worked out a little bit. And now Florida State's ranked again.
He is the offensive coordinator for Florida State, and you are correct. He was the head coach for Auburn with Cam.
What was
so
Cam
he knows
Newton
what to do with the running.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Football. And also, Cam Newton, that team, he was the only one that went to the NFL on that team.
If you're a receiver in this offense, you're not getting a lot of work.
You're scared.
This is no bueno.
But to tie it back to what I know, like if you go back to Notre Dame, last year Jaden Greathouse had a great fucking year. Like they're those guys, but you need to be like kind of a scat back slot receiver type dude that can just get the ball and run. Like that's what this team's going to be. It's not going to be air it out downfield. It's not going to be like wide receiver 1 versus cornerback. This is going to be structured plays, dumping it off, lots of blocking. I feel like that's where they're going to win.
Well, if you look at the stats in this, Florida State really showed up when it comes to their defense. They really made Alabama one-dimensional. They took the
Couldn't run.
Away, didn't even allow 100 yards rushing, and it's a big part of their offensive game plan in general. Time of possession is very close. So if you look at that, maybe a minute on the Florida State side, it's just big plays that really caught Alabama offhand.
If you're sharing time of possession and you almost double them up, you did something right.
You got got
right. Yeah.
You got got on Alabama. So Kalen DeBoer needs to go back. If you look at the Crimson Tide schedule here moving forward, it's nothing crazy. Once again, seems like
he misses Washington
a little.
I'm sure he does right now. Dude,
you're in the shadow of a giant.
You're the microscope. You're following Phil Jackson and the Lakers and the Bulls. You're following Bill Belichick, like the best ever. He comes in like the thing is like he came in not saying he's gonna do what Nick Saban did. He came in saying, I'm just gonna be a little bit worse. And now it's a lot worse.
Well, once again, the easiest way to get to the hot seat in the SEC is not win right away. So here we go. Now,
especially in Alabama.
Moving forward, the next ranked game that they have is until the end of September, which September 27th may be the best week of college football, maybe this entire season, which we'll get into here. But if we move forward, LA Monroe is next for Bama, and then you have Wisconsin. So once again, it seems like for all these teams that had barn burner type opening days where, all right, here, we're going to make this an AP game, they all get like total layups. Seemingly total.
You want to know who's good at controlling the line of scrimmage against running the ball, though, is Wisconsin. They're not going to – you can air it out against them, but if Ty Simpson can't air the ball out, you might have a hard time in Madison,
We'll see the identity of Wisconsin. I don't believe they played week 1. I think if they did, they played nobody. It was like a Wednesday night.
I didn't watch it, so it might have not been on. But knowing what I know of Wisconsin in the past, like they're gonna control the line of scrimmage.
Good old Madison. So Wisconsin, they played Miami of Ohio, beat them 17-0. Shut them.
What are they? Are they MAC?
No, they're Big Ten.
No, Miami, Ohio.
Miami, Ohio has to be a MAC.
Mountain West, maybe something like that.
Got to be a MAC.
Yeah,
they are definitely in the MAC with Northern Illinois.
Yeah, and Toledo.
Northern Illinois got into it with Holy Cross.
What a matchup. What a matchup.
19-17. It was a barn burner out there.
They're always good when they play their own people. They're always good.
They're always pretty good. So that game in particular to me kind of definitely puts Florida State on the map. If you look at Florida State's schedule, if we're going to go across, they're moving forward once again. East Texas A&M, then Kent State, then Virginia, then they get Miami on October 4th. So they don't really play a ranked team.
You want to know who had a good week this week, though?
So they get like a month to get this thing right. What's that?
The ACC had a pretty nice week this week. Pretty nice.
Hey, LSU, that's one of the top NIL spending schools in the country, and they got in a drag race with Clemson. Not a high-scoring drag race, but it was a final drive for LSU. Now ranked 3rd in the country, which that's going to change 3 times in 5 weeks.
Bold.
But Garrett Nussmeier looks okay. Changed his number. Okay. I'm not sold on this team. Cade Klubnik did not look like himself. This team, this game in general was very, once again, underwhelming.
Do you want to return to the theme?
What's the theme?
Young quarterbacks, veteran guys. Veteran guys played in this game. Garrett Nussmeier had a better game. Nominally.
He didn't turn the ball over. They
threw the same amount of times for the same amount of yards. The difference is that Nussmeier had 9 more completions and a tutty. Klubnik, who everybody has is like Heisman number 1 right now. Something's missing a little bit. And like
didn't he get in a car accident?
Yes, he did. So that could be an issue with it. But the thing is that you could talk about Arch playing against a really good defense. You could talk about what Julian saying playing against a really good defense. Cade Klubnik has to be better than the defense. He's been around for long enough where you need to control the team, which it seemingly he kind of did. But alas, like Garrett Nussmeier, also top in the Heisman standings. Like if you're going one-on-one, he did it this week better. That's for sure.
Well, Dabo called him out. Biggest problem versus LSU was best player didn't play well.
I'm so sick of Dabo Swinney, dude.
Why?
It's like I never really liked him. Something about him threw me off. And then the whole NIL thing, he's like, I'm not participating in that. I'm like, all right.
If you break it down, Clemson, I read this story this week, and I kind of like it / semi-agree with it. Clemson is the last true college football team left at the NCAA.
I know. Yeah, I know, because they're not NILing. But they are.
How?
They started spending money because they're like, well, I guess we have to. You remember that whole press conference?
They had like one guy in the transfer portal as opposed to like some teams like Texas Tech who have like 25.
Right, because why wouldn't you take that to your advantage? That's like the salary cap going up in the NBA and being like, I'm not spending that much money because I'm an OG franchise. You're like, dude, it's already passed. Be competitive.
I agree with you. I do understand what you're saying. I will say this much. This is first week. Going to go out there and we'll see what we have against another moderately good team. LSU.
They're going to be good this year. I want to make it quick.
LSU? Brian?
I think both of them will. For as much as I hate Brian Kelly, like they were blocking their aces off. That line looks good. And they lose a senior in the 5th pick in the draft this year? 4th or 5th? And their line was taking care of a supposedly scary Clemson line, and they've had it for years. Like they looked good.
They lost one of their best offensive tackles in the draft. There's no doubt about that. His name is preceding me. He did go to the Patriots.
I know. It's like Will something, right?
Will Campbell.
Thank you.
Will Campbell gets drafted by the Patriots, arguably the best true left tackle in the draft, and he's dogging at the next level. He looks like the real deal. The next team that they play is Florida in a week. So September 13th could be good.
Florida might be good this year, dude. Florida might be good this year.
I think college football is so much better when Florida is good.
Well, I was listening to something today.
I just truly believe that.
Every Florida team's good, dude. Including South Florida.
This will be the week. The week. Florida and South Florida play. 1:15. Let's get it.
Listen, Goofy 1-1 versus 1-1, man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do right now?
We get a home game in the swamp, and this could be a game for them. So who's to say? Battle for Florida, week 1 or week 2, should we say?
Do you want to talk about the first game on the docket this week? It was first game, right? Boise and Florida State. Or Florida.
Boise and USF?
Southern Florida. Sorry.
Yeah, it goes to show you that, hey, just maybe, the best running back in the country helps your team a lot.
You gotta think that, but also, this wasn't a 2-touchdown loss, Mike. This was a ranked Boise State team that lost by 27 to South Florida. No hate on South Florida, but they're not necessarily fucking Georgia.
Go out and spend the money, man. That's
Boise
the world
went to the
live in.
playoffs last year, and they just lost by 27 to South Florida.
Spend that money. Good things happen.
I guess so. It's just Madsen, not a bad game. Couldn't run the ball for shit and couldn't stop a freaking balloon from squirting water all over him.
I ultimately believe that Boise State's going to go back to being Boise State. USF might be on the cusp of something because they have money to spend in NIL. I think every team figured out that, hey, we got to go into this if we want to be competitive. And some teams got some guys.
Do you think it's USF is better than we thought, more than Boise's worse than we thought?
I think Boise's a little bit worse than we thought they were.
That's where I'm at.
They had the best running back in the country. They had a lot of gaps that they could be covered just by good offensive line play. And we're going to run the shit out of the football with one of the most talented backs in all of the country. And the proof was in the pudding of all of that.
It's almost an argument that Genty should have won the Heisman because he was more important to his team than we even thought.
I think and I don't want to give it too much credit, but then again, I do believe that team is real. So
it's a hell of a lot better with them. That's for certain.
It definitely looks to be the case, Vince. I look at this game. They didn't even show up. Granted, they played South Florida in South Florida.
Granted what? Like, it's not like you're going to fucking Tallahassee. You're not going to Death Valley. Like, you're going to South Florida.
Give USF's defense the roses, causing 3 fumbles, losing 3 fumbles. Okay, so there you go. Highly penalized. 8 penalties, 57 yards.
Dogs.
They were dog water on third down efficiency. Somehow beat USF with first downs. USF comes out with maybe the trick play of the week. Mm-hmm. With having their backup quarterback at punter. Bowling Green did the same thing. It was great.
I love a little college trick play because that'll never get by in the NFL.
Plays.
Never get by in the NFL.
One team I would like to call some attention to that I am kind of concerned about. Kansas State.
Yeah, dude. We're 0-2, right?
No, they're 1-1, but they were damn near.
Oh, I thought they lost that game.
North Dakota Fighting Hawks went in to Kansas State and dogged out.
That's so
Final
crazy.
Score, 38-35. North Dakota Fighting Hawks almost took a game from the Wildcats.
Oh, yeah. It's a 3-point game. This feels like
Wildcats, man. Week 1 losing against Iowa State. Battle of Iowa this week, by the way.
They're going to let Avery Johnson throw the ball 50 times a game, every game.
He's not good at throwing the football. That's the problem.
I know. They are leaning on him so much. So much.
Scary.
And like, what were they, 20th in the nation, 18th when they played Iowa State?
Yeah, it was like 23rd.
Which is why, to give us credit, we talk about BCS rankings before the season starts as a farce, as like a joke, because you never know what's going to come out of it. Yeah. This team, just like everything else, can't stop a balloon from leaking. They can't even put the freaking magic tape on it. You can't give up 35 points to North Dakota.
Not saying you're expecting Kansas State to win the Big 12 this year because the Big 12 is so competitive.
You're also expecting them to compete for it.
Yeah, it's going to be Texas Tech. I'm sorry. Texas
Tech.
No,
I don't know. There's a team out of Utah that's pretty good, Mike. Pretty good.
Oh, you want to talk about DJ Utah?
Dude. They're pretty good. They showed out
Who's
this
to say UCLA was good? UCLA is dog water.
Dude. Well, who's their quarterback?
Most
That's
years.
the problem. They're not spending a lot of money on their quarterback, so they should be good, right?
Well, goes to show you can't put all your bread in one basket.
Oh, yeah. Nico from Tennessee, the highest paid fucking quarterback in the entire nation. 11 for 22, INT, touchdown, 136. You think he went home and texted his parents and he was like, we made a bad decision. Bad decision. Yeah.
Goes to show you're not as good as the program.
Take less money at a worse program and lose to Utah week 1. But 43-10, mind you.
He got smoked by Devon Dampier, whoever the hell that is. I think I've seen that man play once.
Is it Devon Dampier? Like there used to be an NBA player called
French
Dampier.
element there.
Yeah,
there's a French element there.
Eric Dampier was in the NBA back in the day, and then Edward Snowden's kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Smith Snowden. Yeah, he's not related to him. He's just his name. Yeah, I mean UCLA. What are they going to be? They're in Big Ten now, right? They're going to be last in the Big Ten.
Oh, that's not even. Yeah, they're not even going to compete.
Yeah,
good luck.
They might. Yeah, they're worse.
It's going to be bad for them. Amaliava's going to fizzle out. He might have been the top ranked guy.
Is he the new DJ Ugala?
He may be the next DJ Ugala. They have UNLV next week, New Mexico, and Northwestern. Are we going to say that they may just get smoked by Northwestern? I think they got.
I was going to say they got to win all 3, and I'm not confident they're going to win all 3 after that showing. They looked fucking bad. But again, Utah always has a defense.
They always play good football.
If Devon Dampier is the man, like, who says they can't win the Big 12? Who says?
Hey, Utah used to eat USC's lunch for many, many years
because of their
coaching,
defense.
Well, that and also the rat himself, who no longer plays anymore. What was his name? Oh, I hated him.
The quarterback?
Man. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Damn. Oh, we got to figure this out. Someone air it out right now so we can get it. I think you can Wikipedia list. Alex Smith?
Cam Rising.
Where is
Cam Rising used to eat our lunch. He's not playing anymore. He's out. Injured and out.
Well, I know,
like
but
2 good
is he
years.
Doing anything?
I don't think he's in the league anymore. He's out.
Retires for medical reasons, but has another football. He's coaching. Good for him.
Those who can't do, teach or coach. There you have it.
Correct.
So, Arizona, or should we say Utah, I look at this as something that they're back. And Arizona State, they don't play anybody really until, I think, week 3.
Yeah.
They played NAU to kick this whole thing off.
They look good.
They got Baylor, TCU.
NAU's Northern Arizona.
NAU, yes.
Do they party there?
Not really.
So it's a non-alcoholic university?
It's not that. It's just more like chill snowboarding.
I know,
weed.
But that'd be funny if it was like NAU, non-alcoholic university.
It's really not like there is a Greek life there, but it's nothing crazy. My youngest brother-in-law is wrapping up his degree there. It's not.
It's NAU, dude. It's like an NA beer. It's like Heineken.
Yeah, essentially. Now, let's talk about his greatness, his wonderful girlfriend. UNC, man. Okay.
Oh, William
Last
Belichick.
game of the week. Sunday.
Well, I did want to talk about Lenora Sellers, by the way, too. But we could do that after.
Oh, go ahead. Talk about Lenora Sellers.
I was just going to say, if we're talking about possible Heisman candidates, I have a feeling this guy's going to go off this year. I have a feeling that South Carolina is going to be a good team, and I have a feeling that he's going to be very good all year.
Vince, they played Virginia Tech.
I know, but Virginia Tech's not very good. But the way he was throwing the ball, it's because the stats weren't even good. But just watching the game, you're like, he's an athletic menace, dude. He's like
say the same thing about DJ Langway throwing, 3 touchdowns against LIU. I mean, come on.
Who's their coach again?
Who?
Billy Napier. Florida?
Oh, yeah.
Remember like 2 years ago when we reported that he got fired? We're like, where did we get that from?
We thought he did.
Where did we get that from?
The seat was hot.
He's still the coach of Florida. Like 2 years later. He's still the coach.
Something. Could be a guy.
But yeah, I just want to say that I think Lenora Sellers just like physically looks like a guy that could be a Heisman candidate later. That's all I'm at.
Okay. In my eyes, Lenora Sellers still has a lot to prove before we throw him in the Heisman.
Certainly.
Dog.
Well, this is like, we're Hot Take Central, dude. We have a podcast that we talk once a week. I'm here to give hot takes.
I think Ryan Williams is definitely in the conversation. Definitely look at
quarterback
Love.
this year. It's quarterback this year for sure.
Dude, I think Love shows out next week against Texas A&M. That's just my bold prediction, but there you go.
Keep singing that sweet fucking music in my ear, dude. I want that.
You rarely see Notre Dame lose twice. So.
I guarantee Notre Dame's here in the, hey, run the ball more because you have the best fucking running back in the country. Go
Jeremiah
do something
Love,
with it.
I definitely see that happening. Now, let's talk about whatever the hell that was in the ACC and good old Bill.
Jordan.
You suck when Kirk Herbstreit brings Pete up to the desk in his cute little ass with his paws. He's adorable golden retriever. And they're like, all right, Pete, you take the rest of this game. It's over.
Yeah.
There's 2 minutes left. And he put the headset on Pete. And it was the most adorable thing because you could hear him, his little puppy breath. And it was outstanding. I just loved it. And I really love to see the fact that TCU is just taking all this in.
Well, that's okay.
UNC was like heavily favored. The first drive was like go down the field, just touchdown. And they're like, UNC, he's it.
Yes. Okay. Any other day, any other year, this matchup's a noon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock kickoff, first off. But it was a big kickoff because of Belichick and Jordan Hudson and that whole thing. And he's coming to the ACC and he's going to do something crazy. And all of the conversations are, oh, they might be fucked. Bill Belichick should have never done this. Meanwhile, the greatest head coach in NFL history is coaching a UNC team, and Josh fucking Hoover goes 26 for 36, 284, 2 tutties, and an INT against the greatest head coach in NFL history. That dude left that game, and he's like, I'm fucking Jesus. The quarterback for TCU was like, I'm God. Fuck you, bow to me. That's what I would have done if that happened to me.
Think that's a coach of an overstep.
No.
Gio Lopez.
Mike, think about when this kid was born.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see where you're getting at.
He was born and Bill Belichick was winning Super Bowls. And then he just came in and put 48 on his ass. He's like, I'm a god. Like, I'm fucking amazing.
Well, that team, that defense, once again, TCU's defense, I think there was like 2 touchdowns, all on special teams and defense, or 3, should we say? There was 2 pick sixes and then 1 kick return for a touchdown.
But he
3 touchdowns
he threw for 72% completion, and the rest of the team's just going.
Vince, he threw the ball 11 times, or not 11 times. He threw the ball 36 times. He
went 27 for 36, dude.
He had that ass. Now, what UNC couldn't do is throw the football. They had a stat up that Gio Lopez didn't complete a pass in 2 hours.
Yeah.
They did him dirty. They had like a little, they said, Gio Lopez hasn't completed a pass in 2 hours, and the ticker was just running.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's a good old-fashioned ass beating. This is like one-on-one, mano-y-mano initially, 1 punch to the face. And then North Carolina's like, what's up? And the guy's like, okay. And then he tackled him, choked him out. A couple friends got in there. TCU choked all of them out too, and they were all just laying there, and then they pissed on their face. That's exactly what this was the worst game of the week.
What's so funny about this is that Jordan Hudson was on the sideline before the game.
I know.
The spectacle this has become, and it went away for a long time, but Bill just seems like this is like his last stop. to give his son the head coaching job.
Well,
He's going to have a medical reason by the end of the year. And then Steve Belichick is going to come in. He gets paid a bag. The contract's guaranteed. They'll pay him out. He'll be like an advisor to the school or some shit.
They might fucking buy him out, depending on how this goes.
I think that's what they're headed for.
They might. And okay, again, week 1. If everything that happened is true, Arch Manning is the 150th best quarterback in the nation. Notre Dame's not winning a game this year, and Bill Belichick's a bad coach.
There's something in between.
That's exactly where
KFC of Barstool had a great column about this week. About there is something else going on with this Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick. There is something else that doesn't meet the eye. There's something else here. There's something here.
I mean, this is elder abuse. He's an old fucking man.
She's going into the gold digger thing.
She's tossing that bean pole around like it was freaking Mardi Gras. And he's like, I like that a lot. Yeah, give me some of that. Like, he's an old man.
There's something going on.
A lot of people are taking UNC to win the ACC before this week started. And I think this was a lot of people were. That was just reality. The ACC was like, it's either going to be Miami, it's going to be UNC, or it's going to be someone random. That's what it was coming out of most of the time. This is a sobering and realistic fact that UNC has been okay the last couple years. But they don't come up with anything crazy. Drake May was good. Trubisky was good, but not great. And he's coming into a team where, like, he hasn't recruited.
He doesn't have a quarterback. He hasn't recruited. They brought in Gio Lopez, who played at, like, South Alabama State last year.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's nothing special. So
the
bring
only way a
everybody
coach can
in.
be successful is if you have good players. And if he doesn't have good players and he's trying to coach the team, the good players, the non-good players, are going to play to the best of their ability, which is not very good because their team's not very good.
Vince, in my eyes, the way I look at this is a one and done. I don't see Bill Belichick lasting beyond this year. And maybe they turn it around. They got Charlotte next week. They got Richmond, UCF. They don't play a ranked opponent until October.
They're probably 500 this year.
I think they're going to be lower than 500 this year. I don't think they figured this out because they don't have a quarterback. They have a scotch of a running game, but they don't have much of anything.
We've seen good quarterbacks have bad weeks too, though. So who knows if that's the whole story.
Unless TCU is a group of world beaters, I don't see that being the case.
Outside of Clemson, this is a weak schedule.
It's not like they walked in and played Bama week 1. They didn't.
Well, yeah, TCU is usually good, but it's not
good.
Like, where's Max Duggan? Remember him?
38 on you. Yeah, where's Max? Where's the redheaded Duggan when you need him?
Dude, this is the school of redheads. Andy Dalton, dude, forget it.
Absolutely worked.
They're gonna play. They're gonna play Clemson. That's the only other good team they're playing this year. They don't have Miami on the schedule in the ACC, so if they come out of this 500, they're happy. But I don't know. It's just you get too excited about the prospect of Bill Belichick coaching, and then you sit back and look at the logos, and you're like, "This is North Carolina versus TCU playing football. What are we doing?"
See what Mike Gundy had to say about the NIL?
No.
He went as far to call out Kalen DeBoer.
Okay.
The head coach of Oregon, saying that we don't have money like that out here in Oklahoma, and we stick to real football, and they don't know anything, and we don't have an unlimited bank account like Oregon and this and that. And Kalen DeBoer was like, well, I feel like if you want to compete in this day and age, you must adapt. And I'd like to say we've adapted very well. So I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike Gundy doesn't have the same budget as we do, but maybe Oklahoma State should adapt. Now, week 2, Oklahoma State does play Oregon, and I think Oregon is now going to take this personally and wax that ass.
Yeah, they're fucked. They are so fucked. They're so fucked. That's my entire take on that. Oregon's going to
Gundy. Now, some other games notables to pay attention to this week,
Yeah.
which is not a crazy week, but
It's kind of a shitty week, to be honest.
Yeah, it's nothing that like I'm truly excited for, but you got Kentucky and Ole Miss. That should be a game. Last year, that was a game. And then you got Michigan, Oklahoma.
I was going to say we didn't talk about Mich.
Okay, who'd they play?
They played New Mexico.
Okay.
But this is also Bryce Underwood. People are talking a lot about Bryce Underwood. It could be a good game. That's all I was going to say. I mean, they beat New Mexico. Congrats. Like, it's, who cares? But Michigan could be a much improved team this year.
Bryce Underwood is the largest paid NIL quarterback in history.
Considerably.
History.
And
he better be fucking good.
Better be good.
There's about 11 million reasons why that fucking kid should be good.
And I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be. It's kind of
there's 11 million reasons that he should be very, very good.
And I think he will be.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Vince, we're down to the dog days of baseball.
We're in it. We are in it right now.
We're in it. I went to a ball game today. My final day of PTO or PITO, as some may call it. It's just, it's towards the end. Went to a day game out here with wife.
Yes.
It was fun. We had a great time. Not many people were at this one. It's kind of a la White Sox-ish. Well, they're into it, but they're not into it. Right?
Well, you're also at a D-backs game, and they're not competing.
They're not competing.
And like this is the thing. You're at the end of the season. Teams know if they're competing or if they're not. And pitching has gotten better because pitchers are completely warm, ready to go. Except for Cade Horton, who had a no-no until the 5th, and they pulled him because Cubs. But outside of that, like, you got good pitching. Offense kind of starts tailing off unless you're going to be consistent the whole year. Unless you're going to be Kyle Schwarber and 4 homers. So, yeah, going to a game right now is a little bit less exciting than mid-June. That's for sure.
Definitely. Or even April when Gino Suarez hits 4 dingers in a game.
In Arizona in April.
We were there for that.
You've done Chicago ball in April. That's a
cold.
toss-up. That's a toss-up.
Cold.
It's either warm, rainy, or freezing. You pick.
Pick one. It's just a fickle little bitch. But yeah,
Correct.
had a good time. Saw Jakey Burgers Jakey Bergs, who I threw a little sprinkle on to keep it interesting. He didn't have a day.
Nothing.
Zach Allen he pitched his ass off. He threw 6 and a third and
he's an ace.
0 earned runs. But what's interesting is Jake Berger historically was 3 for 5 against him with 2 home runs. So I was like, he's going to hit a homer.
Mikey statistician coming in here. Oh.
No, that didn't happen.
No.
You know who might be the fastest player in all of baseball?
Bobby Witt Jr.
Corbin Carroll.
Oh, Trey Turner? Yeah, he might be.
Corbin Carroll may be the fastest human on a baseball field I think I've ever seen. Or he just had little legs.
PCA, Bobby Witt, Trey Turner. Next year, instead of doing all the other bullshit during the All-Star game, have a fucking foot race.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
That'd be so sick.
That's what the people want. This is the foot race podcast, and we're gonna advertise that until next year's
I'd smoke you in a foot race. I would totally smoke you.
I don't agree. I'm surprisingly quick for my body size. We might have to do that. I've been running a lot recently, so I'm ready.
Running, okay.
Yeah, dude.
I'm good in short spurts. If I'm in the right shoes,
we're not doing a freaking 5K.
No.
Right? We're doing a 40-yard dash or a 100-meter or something like that.
40-yard dash podcast, 40-yard dash. I'm
down.
Crush.
I'm down. We'll get your wife to video it. We can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Needs to be on grass because I've seen enough dudes in their 30s trying to race each other and they face plant on the cement. I'm not doing that here. So
we do grass. Just make sure we stretch everything thoroughly.
Oh yeah,
get after it.
I'd be stretching. I'd be stretching out here.
I don't need to pull a hammy.
What are we, the White Sox 2 years ago?
Eloy Jimenez. All right. So baseball. So there's not many sports where fighting is part of it, but
except
I think
for hockey.
if you're in the bottom, Yeah, the hockey. I love when guys like comment about hockey and baseball and like fucking baseball players pretend like they're gonna fight, but they never do shit. Give me more hockey. I'm like, well, that's
In
the sport.
comparison,
That's the sport known for fighting.
in
They pay
comparison, though,
guys to fight.
I would put baseball second based on the amount of times people have actually thrown hands.
True.
Rushing the mound. Jose Ramirez sending Tim Anderson to the minor leagues, literally just roundhousing him. Rougned Odor and Jose Bautista in that battle. Like, NBA outside of Malice in the Palace is all talk. Soccer's like, oh, you hurt me. You hit me right in the knee. And then they give up and cry. Like, I think the MLB might be second, man.
I think you may have a point. NFL, like, they hit each other on purpose.
They're always just hitting. Like, right. They don't need to fight.
They hit each other every play. They don't need to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So to your point, I like your thought process. But then again, hockey, they do get paid to hit each other.
Hockey's number one. Hockey's number one for fighting. And I love that. And I think they should keep that forever.
There is a real argument there. To your point, there is a real argument. I like where your head's at.
So leave him alone. Anyway, fighting.
Matt Chapman got ejected most recently due to Rafi Devers hitting an absolute piss missile.
He pimped it a lot.
He pimped it. Pitcher called him out on it. Matt Chapman, I mean, he couldn't even finish his rounding of the bases, and they all got into it. Benches clearing.
He was talking.
Two teams that are very frustrated, not really competing for anything. Maybe a wild card if you look at the Giants, but they're not going to get there. Same thing with the D-backs. It's like kind of the same situation.
What? Wait.
So if we...
Matt Chapman's on the Giants. I didn't see this. You're reporting it to me right now. Matt Chapman's on the Giants, right?
Matt Chapman plays for the Giants, correct.
So he got in a fight for Rafi?
Yeah. He was defending his guy. Because Rafi pimped the shit out of a home run.
And he was talking shit to the pitcher. I saw that, but
Chapman was on base.
Oh.
And then Chapman stepped in, and then bench is clear. And one thing leads to another, and now this is news. Matt Chapman got... I don't know. I think he got suspended for like a game.
Whatever.
Because he pushed somebody. Okay. Really?
Whatever. Who needs it? Oh, here's another one. AJ Brzezinski and Matt Barrett.
Yeah?
There's another one. Boom.
That was a
real
good one.
punches. Blows.
Real punches thrown. Nolan Ryan, Robin Ventura beat the fuck out of him.
Randy Johnson versus Bird. Things happen.
Randy Johnson versus Bird is maybe the best thing. You see Clayton Kershaw almost got in a fight with Tommy Pham. Fake fight, of course.
Tommy Pham must have fought everybody. Remember when he slapped Jock Peterson right across the face?
Slapped him across the face.
Over fantasy football.
Threatened to fight a fan.
Yeah.
Then most recently hit a comebacker to Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw caught it for an out. And then was like visibly upset, but I think he was joking with him because then they laughed it off.
Well, he's gotten a couple at his face in his career at that point. Like,
Tommy,
you got to respect it if you're
likes to fight people though.
Fuck yeah, I like it. I like it if he's on our team, but you know,
Tommy Pham was a White Sox for a while. Just seemingly goes from dog water franchise to dog water franchise and just keeps it alive.
He was good on the Cards, that I remember. But I will say, as far as public sentiment's concerned, Rafael Devers has had an interesting year. Because as far as I was concerned, Rafael Devers was just the consistent Jose Ramirez of the Boston Red Sox until this year. And then it was like, never mind. He's not like that at all. That's how I kind of saw it.
They wanted to take third base from him. Clearly that was his identity, and now he doesn't know what to do. He should have stayed on Boston.
And now he plays on a team with Matt Chapman, who's a better third baseman.
Goes to show you that if you act like a dick, you're going to be outed sooner or later.
Sometimes.
Don't be a dick. Look at the Red Sox right now. 2.5 out of first place.
Speaking of.
Yeah, I saw this. Roman Anthony out for the rest of the season. That's a blow, man.
Hawkeye Roman Anthony out. But seemingly the Red Sox keep chugging.
They're going to keep chugging. And how cool would it be for them if they do get that playoff berth, that wild card berth, and then Roman Anthony comes back?
That'd be sick. And then maybe the Yankees don't make it.
I mean, the Yankees are going to make a wild card. There's no doubt about it.
It's just it's close, and it'd be fun. We're doing a big AL East pod today because I have another thing I want to share with you.
What's that, Vince?
Junior Caminero, who was in the home run derby. We talked about him a little bit. Not to be confused with Jamer Candelario, different guy. Junior Caminero.
These names.
He plays for the Tampa Bay Rays. If we remember correctly, the Tampa Bay Rays stadium was destroyed, and they're playing in a spring training facility. Junior Caminero, 40 home runs, 21 at home, 19 away. Not crazy. And then people were like, he's a home merchant. And I'm like, no, he's not. His split's almost exactly the same. Then he started looking to do a little bit more. Junior Caminero is hitting 327 at home. He's hitting 198 away this year. He's got a 6.34 slug. He's got a 4.47 away. His OPS 1 dot at home, 690 away.
So you're saying just bet every over for his stat line at home and bet every under.
I'm assuming the sportsbook adjusted to it, but like the dude, because the thing is they're playing in a park that's made for training at the end of the day. Like it's not like it's the hardest park to play in, and he knows where to hit it. So whatever it may be, Junior Caminero at home. That's what you want to bet on.
Junior Caminero at home, Tampa Bay Rays at home. Tampa Bay Rays 3.5 out of the AL wild card right now.
They're always
AL wild
there.
Card right now is kind of close.
It's
kind of crazy. You look at the Rangers, Royals, and Tampa all within 3.5 games of the final slot, that third wild card spot in the AL. Mariners continue just to be this up and down team, and I don't know what they are. They're very difficult to figure out. They're not very good.
With their third wild card right now, they're 1.5 games up on the Rangers.
It's not.
Guess what month it is, Mike?
It's September.
And are the Mariners notoriously good in September, Mike?
No, they always fuck the dog in
boys.
September.
Change our minds. Change our minds.
Just give me hope. I've been on you all year to be like, this could be a team. And you got fat ass Cal Raleigh out there hitting dingers, winning guitars.
Goddamn time you say it too. Every time you say it, I'm like, I don't want this to happen. But the Mariners in September.
Mike, you're gonna be sad.
And I understand that.
Again. Now you got Gino Suarez out there, hitting bombs. I look at this and I'm just like, okay, where are we going? What's next?
You were awarded a gold medal or a gift when he got traded back to the Seattle Mariners and they gave him his nickname back. You were like, hell yeah, Gino. It's so much easier than
I watched one game. I'm like, yeah, that's Gino Suarez. I have a name for him now.
Anywho? No, thanks.
Anywho, guy. All right. He's a guy. Now, the Rangers, who we just saw, I didn't realize they played like dog water today. I don't know if they were hungover, what was going on. No Marcus Semien. Josh Smith, most generic name ever, played at Vanderbilt, shortstop. Absolute dog, by the way.
He's good.
He's good. Rocks. Guy rocks. Defensive phenom, and also was like the only person on the team who could hit Zach Gallen next to Jake Berger today, who went 2 for 4.
Hey, they're winning right now. They're horrible away, but they're 7-3 in their last 10, and they're only a game and a half back in the wild card. So, like, there's a chance. And if I remind you, the last time they were a wild card team, what happened, Mike?
Good things. They
win the whole goddamn thing is what happened last time they were a wild card.
Goes to show you can still stay hot in September, and all these games still do, in fact, matter. Now, let's jump across to the NL.
It's kind of solidified.
It's pretty much done. The NL right now pretty much looks to be bought and sold, unless the Brewers just go on a complete, absolute shit fest. They've lost, 4 of their last 6.
Yeah, they're back in their. Whatever. They're back in their. Like you can't go on that iconic streak for forever. Andrew Vaughn. Forever. By the way, what a trade! Andrew Vaughn back to being Andrew Vaughn and not being good. Aaron Savale put on waivers, picked up by the Cubs. So we traded a bad player who's also bad again for a guy that we kept for a month and a half and then waived him. What a trade!
Like,
we don't need this either. We're done. Like, you don't need this shit at all.
I watched some White Sox baseball on Tuesday evening and watched 2 home runs back to back. Kyle Teal Benattendi's hitting well. Again,
He is when there's no pressure.
Yeah, when there's no pressure, he's like Frank Thomas reincarnated. Kyle Teal hit a dinger, who's, by the way, is hitting almost 300.
He's a monster.
He's been a nice addition.
Hey, dude.
And then Lennon Sosa just out here hitting dingers random.
I know. I got a friend that calls him Vlad's brother, and I appreciate that.
Well, the White Sox put up a 12 nut on Tuesday night. So
they can score, but they can't pitch. That's where we're at. Also, Colson Montgomery,
best team who sucks.
Colson Montgomery in the last 30 days hitting under 200 with 10 plus home runs. He's just pure power. That's all he's doing right now.
If he runs into one, he swings real hard, and that's about it.
It's either behind him or over the fence.
I do believe he'll be able to straighten this thing out. But then again, I mean, the next person who has more home runs than him is Kyle Schwarber in the second half.
He hit 4 in a game, I think.
He almost 5.
I know. He almost Gino Suarez that bitch.
He almost Gino Suarez.
I want him to win the MVP. He's not going to win it, but I want him to win the MVP so bad.
Who's that, Gino?
No, Kyle Schwarber. His stats say it. He's going to be top 3 by the end of the year. He will. But it's going to be Ohtani because it's always Ohtani.
It's always Ohtani. It's like MJ in the 90s. But all right, let's spin the wheel of death, shall we?
The wheel. And we go from, hey, man, let's talk about the AL East to,
hey, man,
spinning the wheel and, hey, man, do you want to talk about the best team in the AL East, Mike?
Toronto Blue Jays, second half phenom. The Blues? Did you call them the Blues?
Yeah, the Blues, man.
Dude, be careful how many times you blooge in a day.
Yeah, don't be splooging inside. Wear a condom. We talked about the Blue Jays at the beginning of the year, and I've said this a couple times, when Vlad Guerrero signed his contract, and we were both like, does that move the needle? Nah. They're not winning the division this year. The Yankees got that taken care of. The Orioles are going to be good this year. The Blue Jays are going to be 3rd, 4th, 5th in the division, is what we talked about. And they are on quite a run right now. They're almost clearly going to win this division. We underestimated the Toronto Blue Jays this year, Mike.
Hold on, midget. Not for the quoting the great League Corso.
I was going to say, I'm like, what
Not so fast, midget.
I was like, dude, I'm only 2 inches shorter than you.
Not so fast.
What the hell?
So Vince,
I'm above average.
The Blue Jays are a series away of potentially giving up this gap.
They could.
Because I say that they start a series against the Yankees on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a weekend series where it could all change. And if they get swept in the Bronx, best believe they are
4-game?
second place. It's a 3-game set.
Even if they get swept, they're not in second place.
Well, there's only a 2.5 spread right now.
No, they're up 3.5 right now. 81-59. 77-62.
Because they just beat the Reds. Okay.
Yes, sir. So even so, like, you're gonna at least want to split that. You can't leave it to a half game. You can't do that.
And they just went up on the Red Sox as well. So the Blue Jays right now, their second half schedule this last month is pretty, I would say, beneficial. They got 2 division matchups, being with the Yankees and Boston. Boston's from September 23rd to the 25th. And then we got the Astros from the 10th to the 12th.
Who just won't give it up. They just won't give it up.
They're really good. And they got Correa back too.
And he's playing really well.
Yeah, because he's right back where he wanted.
I hate it.
It's great. They're taking their hinches, right? Who right now this division,
they're hinches.
Bo Bichette's still a dog. And then Vlad Guerrero, who you kind of thought was a one-trick pony, got paid. And it's rare to see a guy get paid a bag and continue production, but he got paid a bag and his production's off the charts.
You know, George Springer's sneaky hitting 305 this year.
George Springer's another one who's great and has been really good for
35 hitting 305. The power numbers aren't as big, but he's still got 26. He's leading the team. And meanwhile, Alejandro Kirk, who has been thrown around a little bit. He's been on the Blue Jays for a bit now. He's almost hitting 300 for the year. I think what they're benefiting from more than anything is guys aren't getting injured. So if they can keep,
definitely helps.
like they have how many guys at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on their team are over 100 games already this year, which is huge. No, 8, because Nathan Lukes is also playing his utility spot, outfield utility, and he's also hitting 253 off the bench. So they got offense. Pitching, on the other hand, toss up. Kevin Gausman, 375. No one's ruining them, which is nice. But again, you go into the playoffs and you're like, you need pitching. Like the thing that you could say for sure is that the Blue Jays are going to be in the playoffs this year.
I mean, this whole team's played well together. You look at Addison Barger, Dalton Varsho. It's all coming together for them.
Former
Vladdy
D-back
Jr.
Dalton Varsho.
I'd say that 5 times fast. But Varsho is a dog, played very well for the Diamondbacks. I think he got moved there at the deadline, didn't he?
I think last year.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if we look at this team is potentially destined to do some things. I had a premonition that it may just be the Blue Jays and the Phillies in the World Series. It could happen.
Oh, what a fun matchup that'd be, huh?
That would be like a long time coming World Series.
That would feel like the way that the D-backs and the Rangers were when they met, and you're like, good, something different. Give me something different.
Yeah. The Phillies have been on the cusp the past seemingly 8
what, they
years.
made it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They lost to the Astros.
They've been in the playoff hunt for a while.
Yeah.
So
they better. That team.
This may be their last year because Bryce is getting old, Schwartz is getting old. Real Muto.
Trey Turner can't be fast forever. Real Muto, at this point, win. Alec Boehm's been in the league for 3 years. Yeah.
Toronto, this team, though, they truly are what you call a second half come out of nowhere team because nobody was expecting that. And that's baseball at its finest. Love it.
3-4 years ago, it was like everybody that played Sun was on their team, like the Bo Bichette and the Kevin Biggio and all that. They kind of moved some guys around, kept their main squad together, and they're performing. Will it continue to happen? I don't know. But, they got Jimenez from the Guardians, who was going crazy last year. Not as good this year, but he's a slot and play. He's a 26-year-old. They're not old. They can keep this team for seemingly a while. And they haven't no, because they were good when they had Jose Bautista and Donaldson, but they haven't really made a push for the World Series in a long time.
Blue Jays haven't been a playoff team since what was the bat throw?
2014
with the bat. Yeah, it's
14?
been almost a decade.
They had, I think they had Jared Saltamalakia. If that guy,
Saltamalakia.
You remember that dude?
Name.
He was big in the press for a minute, but he played catcher for them, and he was actually good, if I'm not mistaken. He had a really good year 1 year, and then nothing else worked out after that. Yeah, that was 2017, and he was bad for them. So I take everything I said back. That being said, I would like to see them perform well. They're taking the place that the Orioles would have taken for me, but the Orioles are so bad this year that I'm going to move that over to the Blue Jays. They're kind of the team that I want to win more than any other team right now.
I would like to see them take the AL. It would be nice to see.
Right?
Because what be a good thing to see.
What are we looking at? We're looking at New York and Boston. We're looking at Detroit, which it would be cool if Detroit won. And we're looking at the Astros and then the Mariners if they can hold on. But realistically, even if the Mariners make it to the playoffs,
if we're staying on the AL East, it's just you're tired of the prototypical always being the Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees.
And honestly, in our lifetime, the Rays have just always been there, and then they fuck up in the playoffs. And you're like, why are you
The
here?
Rays are a team, when they have the right manager, they are there. And that happened with
Longoria and Joe Madden.
Joe Madden, there it is. That team in particular was special.
But Blake Snell, and then Cash took him out too early, and that fucked them too in the playoffs. you're like, I want a team that's just going to go there and they're all grit and they're all heart. I
know
love
how to develop talent out there in Tampa. They have something there. And once they have a ball field, I feel like they'll really go all in. But you look at this team right now, as far as the Blue Jays are concerned, it's a perfect mix of veteran presence and some new age guys who are playing very well.
Yep.
I mean, if it was on your bingo card this season that Max Scherzer would be 5-2 with a 4.1 ERA, I mean, I'm just saying.
It's a hell of a lot better than Verlander. That's for a fact.
And that's crazy to me. So you look at this at this stage of the game, it's all coming together for the Blue Jays, and I do feel as if that they have the opportunity to take the East. And you pray for them. Ultimately, you wish
pray
that
for them. If I told you in 2010 that it's not impossible that in the World Series you can get a Scherzer versus Clayton Kershaw matchup, I would have told you to fuck off. I'm saying that it's possible.
It's very well possible. It is quite possible, actually.
Yeah.
Considering the Dodgers are back to doing what the Dodgers do.
Yep.
They're playing
and
really well
never
again.
thought that wasn't going to happen, to be honest.
Yeah, it's them. It's what they do. But
that's money, baby.
As far as AL East is concerned, Toronto, you consider this team a series away of potentially giving it up, or a bad series away from giving it up, losing against a team that you shouldn't, like the Orioles.
Good juju. Good juju, Mike. Come on.
I know, but
Stay
look
positive.
at the Mariners, for example. They're always trying to.
That's like asking for good juju on Matilda. You're like, you're fucked anyway. It's not going to go well for you, dude.
If we're going to go back in the history book, look at 2005 White Sox. They almost really wanted to give that division away towards the end of September. They lost I think 15 in a row at the end of September going in.
The Indians.
And the Indians were right there. And then, we woke up in the playoffs, but
they're a statistical anomaly. They're a statistical anomaly.
Baseball is always full of them. So this is why we love the game.
That Sox team was an anomaly, though. You got to at least say that. Yeah.
It truly is. And there's always one every year.
Agreed.
Okay.
Football.
It's back. NFL Week 1. We made it, everybody.
Yes,
we made it.
Yes.
We're fucking back.
Yes, dude.
We're back.
For those of you that joined us in the last 4 or 5 months and you couldn't tell this already, this is where we make our bread. I know we spent most of this podcast talking about college football because of Week 1, but this is where we make our bread in the NFL.
This is where we're the bread and butter, babe. This is most weeks without baseball are truly all college football and NFL talk. So if you like those things, and those things are for you,
you
definitely subscribe and listen to this podcast.
Facts.
Because we're going to bring you some fun knowledge. We're going to bring you some goofy takes. You may agree with them. You may not agree with them.
You can just air it out.
That's why you got to call it in.
Yeah.
And once again, this is just a voicemail, so it's not like you're calling in live. These are just you leaving your thoughts about a specific topic, and then we'll talk about it. So
maybe one of these days,
725-2107.
Maybe one of these days we just do a telethon, and we open the number up for us to answer it, and we just start answering calls because that'd be fun. That's just
a Taxi Squad telethon. Let us know your thoughts, Vince. Maybe plug that on Twitter.
I like that. I like where your head's at.
Plug the telethon on Twitter.
Let's figure out a date. Let's set it up. Let's do a live stream, and we'll telethon that.
Yeah, totally in. And all of your things, Ohio State fans, get after us.
Yeah.
Right? Because you beat a pretty decent Texas team Week 1. You're going to be puffing your chest the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That's
until Michigan.
Big thing. Until Michigan.
We're on NFL, Mike. And we had the worst news of all time this week. It hurt me in my gonads, dude. I shit myself a little bit. This was a whisper on the avenue last week, Mike. Sorry, go ahead.
Vince and I, speaking of the caca in the pants, talked about it last week, and we may have spoken in to fruition here. The Dallas Cowboys traded arguably their best defensive player.
Arguably. I wouldn't
arguably
argue.
the best defensive player in the entire NFL.
Yeah,
is Micah Parsons.
He's the second best edge rusher in the NFL after Myles Garrett.
Traded him to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks.
I hate it.
And Kenny Clark,
who's good.
He's good.
He's not Micah Parsons.
Nobody is.
God damn it. Luckily, the Bears are in a good spot where their tackle position isn't in limbo.
Are they?
Oh, wait, no, they're not, because their tackle position is in fucking limbo. And now we have the second best edge rusher and the best one in the NFC coming at us heavy.
Well, I would like to point out that Micah Parsons does have a rich IR history. Last year, I think only played 20% of the season.
That was Jerry's argument.
Well, it goes to say, okay, that's one season. The rest of the seasons he's been on the field.
What are you saying? Are you? Well, we can't root for injuries here.
I never want to see a guy get injured, but what wasn't told to the masses after this trade was the fact that Micah Parsons has an L4, L5 spine injury and has to have a epidural shot in his back.
Technically, it was reported. Technically. But everybody thought it was, I have a back issue. I can't play. For people listening, I'm air quoting it. And they're like, oh, he's not playing because he wants to get traded. It actually might be an issue.
It may be an issue. I have some Packer fan friends who've recently thrown some shit at my way, and I just said we'll see if he plays week 1. God bless you. We'll see if he's on the field when the Bears play. And what do they play? Week 14 and week 16 against the Packers.
He will be playing by that point. He will not. I don't think he's going to take year 1. I don't.
That's 3 months from now.
I know, but similar to the Khalil, like if he can play through it, he will. If he has to do the epidural shot and if he has to numb himself for the whole year, like this is the Khalil Mack thing. This is the time that the Packers are going to be their most deadly in this scheme of how they're playing, how their team is. Like Jordan Love's hit that point now where it's like, do it or don't. Matthew Golden on the outside, Romeo Dobbs another year under his belt. Tucker Kraft's supposed to be a man. They get rid of Jair Alexander. They change their defense up. They get Micah Parsons. They're planning on competing this year.
I think their plan was to compete every year.
For sure, but like, look at this team, dude, and tell me that they're not planning on winning the North.
Of course, their plan is to win the North, but the North may be the best division in the NFC. It very well may be the best conference, the best division in the NFC.
I think it's hard to argue.
Well, Packers, Lions, and the Bears. I mean, the Vikings and the Bears are a toss-up at this stage of the game.
We'll see by next though.
Yeah, I understand the East, but come on.
The top talent is better. We think the Bears might be okay, but the public sentiment's not that they're going to be good. Well, and J.J. McCarthy's never played an NFL game.
Some people here, here's what you have to really look at. Micah Parsons, now you team him on a defense with Rashawn Gary, Quay Walker, Van Ness. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is going to be some problems. They throw a lot of looks at different offenses. And this is something that moving forward, okay, there's going to be some real issues. What's interesting for this whole trade, his agent, Micah Parsons meeting, his agent is the same agent as Jordan Love and Xavier McKinney. So going to show you here, there is some commonalities with this team. They all share that same agent. So I do believe that the Packers are going to be good, but it always boils down to one thing, Vince. And you know what that one thing is?
What's that, Mike?
Quarterback play.
Dude, this is the thing too, is like,
has Jordan Love been like a world beader?
I think he's had spurts, and I think that people believe
he's had games where he's looked like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
is he?
What, 2 years ago he takes them to the division, or was that conference?
Conference.
Yeah, I mean, he's got playoff experience.
Yeah, but
He's beyond bad. Like, there's no way he's going to be bad. Is he going to be good? Is the question. But like, he's beyond bad.
Is he going to be mediocre?
But
what he's put on record right now is Dak Prescott. That's what he's put on tape.
You give Dak Prescott that defense and better play calling.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Matt LaFleur is a hell of a lot better than Mike McCarthy was the last 5 years.
Mike McCarthy's a great play caller. He also had to deal with Jerry fucking Jones.
Mike McCarthy was a good play caller in Dallas.
I mean, they went to playoff appearances 2 out of 3 seasons.
So two. Yeah, and they sucked. He was good.
It doesn't matter. You made the playoffs.
I know, but I'm just saying LaFleur brings Jordan Love with less experience. Their team is better now. There's no question about that.
LaFleur, all-time handsome head coach. I get it. You got a crush. It's fair.
No,
right?
Stop that. Dude, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I do think Jordan Love is not as good as everybody. Hey, I don't want to put it out in the world. He is yet to be a proven product in the NFL.
Oh, I agree. I don't think he's fully
Can he
proven.
stay healthy? He's had some great years. He's had some down years. Last year he got hurt week 1.
Great years. He's had some down.
He's had a lot of good years. He's had some good years. He's had ups and downs. We'll see. We'll see. Could be a beautiful thing. Could be a horrible thing. I shot down a boat. Sir, you sunk a boat. I sunk a boat. Battleship. To play Battleship with Donald Trump would be the funniest shit ever.
He'd use actual explosives.
L5, boom, goes the dynamite. You're drowned.
The last thing I want to say about this team is that a lot of people are taking him to win the whole fucking thing.
Of course they are.
Which I say, calm down.
Bears.
Everybody's overreacting about the trade.
No, but you want to know what the argument was?
What?
Okay. So when the Packers went to the Super Bowl in the 90s.
Yeah.
And beat the Patriots.
Reggie
White was on the.
Yeah.
And he was 27. And Brett Favre was 27. When they went to the Super Bowl in 2010, Aaron Rodgers was 27. Clay Matthews.
27. I'm willing to bet
Jordan Love
is 27.
Is 27.
And so is Micah Parsons
is 27. So they're going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. That's the thing. Like, if they did, I wouldn't be surprised. I would hate it, and I probably wouldn't watch the Super Bowl. But
we'd watch the Super Bowl.
I know, but I would bet everything on the Chiefs because they're probably going to be there.
Life savings on the Chiefs. Let's go.
They're probably going to be there. All right. How far is Jerry from Mr. the Rocker?
He couldn't get Micah Parsons' names correct.
What is Mr. the Rocker? Is he off the rocker?
Oh, he's off his shit. In
Joe
the
Biden.
Press conference where he traded his best player, he kept calling him Michael and Micah. Well, Michael had many opportunities to come to me.
Was that Texas accent?
Thing, right? Yeah.
Well, Michael. Okay.
You heard the L at the end of it. I know my fucking name when I hear it. I'm just saying.
That's true. You're locked
Michael had many opportunities to sign his deal, but he didn't do it my way. So,
no, I mean, honestly, it's always fuck Jerry. Like, the way that he deals his business is bullshit. So I think he deserves that.
And meanwhile, Stephen Jones is out there going, Daddy,
Papa, please. Papa, he's very good. Papa, he's very good. He's very good.
Daddy, he's too good, Dad.
He really is.
To his agent, please. And
I don't know why we're making this like fucking 45-year-old Texan man sound like a British 14-year-old.
Well,
but I'm in, dude.
Nepotism does that to you, you know? Daddy, don't trade our best player, Papa, Daddy.
Papa, please. He's very good. He really is.
Steven, I love you to pieces, buddy, but that ain't gonna happen.
He
didn't do it my way.
You wrote Najee Harris is back. Are you saying that based off his interview?
Oh, yeah, his eyeball's just fine.
He was wearing sunglasses.
Bet your life savings that he's scoring a touchdown week 1.
He was wearing sunglasses that whole fucking interview.
Bet your life savings that Nick Harris, a.k.a. Najee, in the words of Nick, I tell you, that Nick Harris plays a hell of a football game when he can see.
Is that Jerry?
Yeah, that's Jerry. so Najee Harris, bet your life savings he's scoring a touchdown week 1.
Is he playing, dude? Actually,
yeah, he's certified.
That entire interview I'm listening to and I'm watching it. He says he's in all that stuff. Whole time I'm like, why are you wearing sunglasses?
Dog, why are you out here looking like Stevie Wonder?
Not even, well, kind of though. Because you're like, the one question that everybody has is your eye okay? And he's like, I got to make sure I cover my eye. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, bud?
Maybe light's very sensitive. I bet you he comes out with the darkest visor he could.
Or he pulls a Justin Herbert and puts in those contacts.
I think maybe both.
Is that like putting on two condoms? That might be bad. That might be bad.
Either that or he's out here playing like Steve the Pirate, just with one eye patch on. Just like,
dude.
Yarr,
if he can find a way to arg his way into 2 touchdowns, I'm gonna freak out. Arg, that's 2, dude. Fuck LT.
You all denied me of my buried treasure, and now I'm in the end zone.
Captain Jack touchdown, dude. That rocks. All right,
Captain Jack touchdown.
Bears corner, shall we?
Oh, a very small and
do it.
Apprehensive.
I still can't, dude. It's fucking 5 years or whatever. I still can't.
No, you gotta. I every time I do it, I want to cough, so I don't want to.
It's coming through your nose. I feel like it's coming. Like, yeah, you got whatever you're doing is right. That's just correct. No,
it just makes you cough.
No, it's fine. That's a cough of joy. Da Bears.
All right, let's talk about it. Ben Johnson named a left tackle. Drum roll. Give me a drum roll.
Do I have one on here?
You have a soundboard. What are you doing?
I know. There it is.
And the Bears starting left tackle will be who we all thought it would fucking be. Braxton Jones.
I hate it.
The human turnstile, captain left tackle, light in the ass, is our left tackle.
The way I see it is it's like FIFO. You ever work in the service industry?
For a cup of coffee.
FIFO, first in, first out. You know, you get 2 boxes of mushrooms, you open one of them. Fucking throw it in until that's gone. He's just, play Braxton Jones until he gets injured and then throw Ozzie in there. That's how I feel about it.
That's how this is going to go. Either that or they're going to sign somebody.
It feels like it.
We're
running out of time to sign somebody, Mike. We're running every single person in the entire league is like, this playbook is complex. So it's not like you're going to be able to pull some guy off the side of the street and be like, play starting left tackle for the Bears.
Maybe one of his guys from the Lions comes in, knows his system.
Long.
You don't know.
Frank Ragnow plays left tackle. All right.
Yeah, he's ready. Let's go. Orlando Pace, he's still out there somewhere? All right. We did that once.
Legend. Jonathan Ogden. Shout out to him.
Yeah. So the Bears name Braxton Jones, a.k.a. the human turnstile, their left tackle, has put some good things on tape, has put some terrible things on tape.
Yeah.
Notably a 5th-round draft pick, so you really can't expect much from him.
We got exactly what you should expect out of a tackle in the 5th round.
Pretty much. Which the fact that he's even in the starting conversation means that Poles maybe did his job. I don't know.
This returns me to my argument that I made last week, where everybody's talking about how the Bears' offensive line is so much better. And I'm like, yeah, full of a bunch of guys that the other team didn't want. And now we're playing with Braxton Jones. Like, you can't expect this to be a top 5 line.
Joe Tooney, and Caleb Williams are your offensive captains per Ben Johnson.
Which they should be. That's correct. They should be.
Veteran guy, young guy, QB, you need that. I'm cautiously optimistic about Monday night.
Exactly where you should be. Exactly where you should be.
That's all I got about this. I'm excited to see what this offense looks like outside of, preseason, because preseason's a short,
a fickle little beast.
What you might see.
Yeah.
And because some years we look like awesome sauce.
Hey, the only time the Bears won a Super Bowl, they went 0-4 in the preseason. So whatever you want to say with that, take it with a grain of salt.
Right. And this year we are the kings of the preseason. So there you have it.
Off-season warriors. Dude, it's just, I've been using this sentiment since the end of last year and all of the upcomings. We hire Ben Johnson. We get all these guys. 50% is what I'm going to give. If something happens in the game, I'll be like, yeah, because they're not proven yet. And if something good happens, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's what they should do. I'm never going to freak out either way. If they're 0-4 in the fourth week, I'm going to be like, well, something's not working. Suck. If they're 4-0 in the fourth week, I'm not going to say Super Bowl. I'm going to say cautiously optimistic. That's just where I'm going to be. We spent
a lot of money this offseason. Yeah. A lot of people were upset that the Bears didn't go in on this whole Micah Parsons thing. A lot of armchair quarterbacks on the internet.
I'm happy we did.
A lot of guys screaming. There's a lot of guys on the internet who like to scream about Chicago sports when we all know that the matter of fact is they're not very good. Okay. Yeah. And if history tells us one thing, that we'll do things if we're in a position to do things. The Bears went and took a big swing with Khalil Mack, and that was Ryan Pace's idea to say, hey, I got to save my job somehow.
That was the right decision.
At the time.
Them doing it was the right decision. It wasn't that Khalil Mack didn't work out. It was that Trubisky didn't work out.
Well, and Trubisky will never work out. And Trubisky seems like a great guy. Watching Hard Knocks as we speak.
At that time, though, it was like getting Khalil Mack was the right move. We were the best defense in the league that year. A lot of people would say outside of the double doink, like we were consummate 1, 2, or 3 favorites for that. Like we were good that year. With a bad quarterback.
If we beat the Eagles in that game,
heard around the world.
We are probably going to the Super Bowl. There's no doubt about it. Now, because I think the Saints, it was the last of the Drew Brees Saints that season. So I look at this team right now. You're not Micah Parsons away from winning a Super Bowl. No. You are about 3 years out from that. You went out and made a big deal of the fact that you signed a defensive end from the Colts whose name I can't pronounce. And he doesn't look very good right now. I don't know what this defense is going to be. This defense could be world beaters. This defense could be minimal at best. Only thing I know is TJ Edwards can tackle people, so can Tremont.
Yeah, and like I like our D backs. I like almost all of our defensive backs. I kind of like our line. Our receiving core is unbelievable. Our tight end room is unbelievable. I think DeAndre Swift's going to play a bigger role than expected this year. I think Roshan Johnson is as well. And I think Caleb's going to be better. So I would like to request that we play a game.
Let's play the game. Time to play the game.
Let's play on the game. Cautiously optimistic.
Okay. Let's play cautiously optimistic.
Knowing where the Bears are and where they want to be, and knowing our division, knowing that the Packers are going to be full throttle this year, knowing that Dan Campbell has to prove that he can do it without his coordinators, knowing that the Vikings were very good with Sam Darnold, who had a resurgence, and has J.J. McCarthy this year, and we don't know what he's going to do. Cautiously optimistic, realistically, what makes you happy as a Bears fan this year, record-wise?
Let's remind the fans we're playing 17 games in total.
Yes. And this isn't like what's going to make you balls to the wall like we're going to win everything. This is going to be like that was a success of a season.
That if they go 9-8, I'm a happy guy. If they are in the win column more than they are in the loss column,
what if they go 8-9?
I'm still happy.
I am too.
Now, what makes you unhappy? 5 wins again? Because that's still possible.
You want to know what makes me unhappy?
What?
Is 5 wins in the first 6 weeks or 7 weeks. And then not another one for the rest of the year. Because that's going the opposite way, which they're good at.
We had one more. Everybody wants to forget it. We had one more win. It was against the Packers.
Oh, yeah. And that was like, oh, wait. You're like.
We got more wins in 2025 than the Packers ever could.
Yeah, that was like getting punched in the face 6 times and then a beautiful girl kisses you and you're like, everything's okay. Like, it's not. You're still going to have to go to the hospital. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Hey,
like,
I gladly went to the hospital that Sunday because I didn't think it would happen. And they won.
You're like, what is it? Wendy Peppercorn? What's her name from Sandlot?
Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. There's winnable games. I think we should do a quick run through the schedule. A quick one. Just win, loss. Okay. Vikings, Bears, game 1 at home.
Win.
Lions, Bears in Detroit.
Loss.
1-1. Cowboys at Bears.
Win.
2-1. I'm in between on that. 2-1. I'll take it. Bears at Raiders.
Loss.
Agreed. Bears at Commanders.
Loss.
Agreed. So we're 2-3 right now. Saints at Bears.
Win.
Yep, 3-3. Bears at Ravens.
Loss.
3-4. Bears at Bengals.
Dogfight. Win.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Disagree, but 4-4 right now for as far as we're concerned. Giants at Bears.
Win.
5-4. Bears at Vikings.
Loss.
5-5. Steelers at Bears.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Bears.
Okay, we win that. 6-5. Bears at Eagles.
Loss.
6-6. Bears at Packers.
Loss. Win. I'm going to say win.
Okay, we do play them at home later.
We always suck against them at home, and somehow are better against them on the road. So that's why I have I see the wreck. I see it.
Okay, I see the vision. All right. 6-7. Browns at Bears.
Win.
7-7. Bears at Packers.
Packers at Bears. Loss.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's another loss. 7-8. Bears at 49ers.
Depending on the 49ers teams you get, I'm just going to expect that they have a rebound. Loss.
All right, 7-9. Lions at Bears.
Could mean a lot. Give me a win.
Okay, 8-9. So that's, I mean, it's,
We're
our thought
8-9.
process did the same thing. I'm cool with that. I'm basically with you.
If so,
on most
fact
of that.
though, you flip it around a couple different places. I don't think the Bears win in Vegas. I think Geno Smith is going to be better than most people expect.
I think the Raiders might be better than people think. I think the AFC West is the best division again. So,
have you ever done the deep dive? You want to talk about fun statistics, Vince? Have you ever done the deep dive about Geno Smith play in a dome?
No.
Very good in a dome. Geno in a dome, dude.
Okay.
He's really good.
The more you know. All right. Are we at the point, or is there another storyline you want to touch on?
There's really nothing else. We just did Bears Corner. I'm really excited for the season to start.
Same.
There's going to be one team. I guess here's something if we're on the topic of what the future may hold. So we're talking about the Raiders potentially being really good. We're talking about the Commanders maybe staying on this path of greatness.
Yeah.
Who's your team that people are sleeping on right now who might be better than a lot of people expect?
Sneaky little sleepers. Is that what you're asking right now?
Who's your sleeper team? You look across the league. And don't give me like a sleeper team in like, the Bills or
what? Okay, first off, if you use the Bills as a sleeper, you're wrong. Because the only thing that they can do, they will be a failure if they don't win the Super Bowl. I was gonna say because the barometer is I think the Bengals are going to be good this year.
Okay,
they're not a sleeper for me. It's like Joe Burrow should have won an MVP last year. Defense, if they play a little bit better, that's a whole different thing. Sleeper for me isn't, hey, we're going to go to the playoffs. We're going to play better than everybody thought we were going to. And I want to put the 49ers in that category. I don't think I can, but I think I can put the Jacksonville Jaguars in that category.
Really?
I think they're going to be better. I think Brian Thomas is a monster. I think that the new offense for Trevor Lawrence is going to be much better. I think Travis Hunter is going to play mostly wide receiver this year. That's what they said. He's going to play both sides, but I think Travis Hunter is going to be a game changer. And their defense is good. They still got Josh Hines Allen or whatever he's going by now. They have guys on that team that are good. And I think they've been so bad, and also the Jaguars every year outside of the Blake Bortles thing, where in the AFC South, they can win 9 games this year. They might win 10 games this year if they play well.
It's a bold strategy, Kyle.
They're not going to be a Super Bowl play. They're not going to go to Super Bowl, but they're going to be better than we thought.
Okay, so that's your team in the AFC. What about NFC?
That's my sneaky team. Now, the NFC gets, I want to pick the Bears, but that's volatile and stupid. The NFC is the Panthers.
Okay.
And that's just because Bryce year 2 on the system. Leggett, they don't have Thielen anymore. Thielen's a Viking. But they still got a decent defense on the other side. They're very young, but I think they can play decently well. And again, it's a division that you're like, you can get some wins in that division.
True. Okay. So a sneaky team on the AFC side that I think a lot of people aren't necessarily thinking could be something. I think the Patriots under Mike Vrabel are going to be great. I think Drake May is better than a lot of people give him credit for. I think they got some really good talent in that room with Will Campbell and then drafting, what's his name, Tre'Davious Henderson?
Yes. Out of Ohio State.
Ohio State. One of the best cornerbacks in the entire league right now. So this team seemingly will turn it around and I think are going to surprise some people in the AFC.
Christian Gonzalez just got extended, if I'm not mistaken. Did he?
Christian Gonzalez is a dog.
This is another example, too, of a division because the Dolphins are going to be worse this year, it feels like.
Yeah.
And are the Jets going to be good? I doubt it. Like, they can get
Justin
some wins.
Fields Jets, sorry.
Yeah. Give me the NFC.
It could just be all the seafood. Yeah. I do like the Patriots this year in the AFC. Yeah. Now, NFC.
Russell Wilson.
Just because he has to be good, and I do agree with the Panthers theory. Dayball's on the dot right now. I think the Giants are going to be better than you think they are.
When does Jackson Dart start? What week?
By the bye week.
I think so too. I think they really like him.
They drafted him for a reason. They really fucking like him.
Well, yeah, it's just like that's such a weird quarterback room.
It's a very weird quarterback room. It's a quarterback room of veterans that are trying to help the young man get to where he needs to go.
That, but also it's a quarterback room full of veterans that still think they can start. Russell Wilson is a fringe Hall of Famer in some people's minds. Like,
I think Jameis understands that he's not starting, and I think Russ understands his role, and now he can be like, all right, young man, I'm going to be a good man and teach you the way. My wife's hot. I dress like a white guy now.
His wife's the hottest, dude. It's insane. It's so unbelievable. Yeah. Sierra is top tier, dude.
What's so funny, I heard somebody say about code switching the other day, like Travis Kelce took the role of Russell Wilson and flip-flopped.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, like Travis Kelce
he's doing opposite code switching.
Yeah, exactly. He went back to the white guy. And then Russell Wilson used to be like, hey, guys, I'm from Wisconsin. And now he's like, what's up, girl?
Yeah, he's like, baby? Oh, hey there. You're like, dude, Russ.
And Travis Kelce's like, I'm from Ohio.
Don't you know?
It's like, okay. All right. But I read that and I was like, yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, all right. 100%. We do this thing. We do this thing, Mike. We do this thing every week in the NFL schedule.
We do this thing. And I'm historically better.
Yes, I won year one. You've won the last 3 years. That's a problem. What we do,
take my crown.
What we do is an accumulated Excel sheet of sorts where we take picks every single week. We also do halfway through the year, we pick the Super Bowl and the playoffs, and we essentially allot points for that throughout the year. Whoever wins by the end, which will probably be Mike, generally there's a bet in place at some point, which we will think about in the next couple weeks here. I mean, we'll be together in a couple weeks, so we can figure that out then. But what we will do is take picks. We'll switch off going first and second to keep it even. And alas, we will start 2025, 2026, Mike. So, first game's tonight. Welcome back.
We're back.
Cowboys at Eagles tonight, 7:20 Central, 6:20 Eastern. There's 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific.
It would be 8:20 Eastern, 5:20
7:20
Mountain Standard Time,
5.
Pacific Coast
Okay.
time.
Got it. Who do you got? Cowboys at Eagles.
Give me the Eagles.
I'm taking
This
the
is
same
easiest.
thing.
This is the easiest pick in a long time.
Ring ceremony, boom. Chiefs at Chargers.
To stay on that ring ceremony really fast, good old Rowan Plants Sirianni said, we didn't know about it until today, and we will not be on the field for the ceremony.
The ring ceremony?
They won't be on the field.
What do you mean? I knew about it
that.
2 weeks ago.
He said they didn't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Whatever. That's fucking stupid.
It's the most Italian shit ever. Yeah, we didn't know.
Yeah, they wanted to fire him week 2 last year. Now he won the Super Bowl, so who knows? All right, Chiefs at Chargers.
Chiefs.
Friday. That's a Friday game, by the way. I got Chiefs as well.
Chiefs.
Dolphins versus Danny Dimes. Tua versus Dimes, dude.
Oh, God. Tua is always really good the first game of the year for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Give me the Dolphins.
We're going to come out of this week and be like, maybe the Dolphins aren't bad, and then they'll be bad in 5 weeks. Here's a fun one. Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields on a flip-flop. Steelers-Jets. What a first week, dude. They were literally flipping teams. This is great.
Give me the Steelers because I just don't believe in anything Justin Fields does.
I think Justin Fields could run a lot this year. I don't want to take him week 1, but I think he's gonna. We've been through this. He's gonna accidentally run a win in at one point this year.
Mike Tomlin knows all the things he does really terribly after coaching him for a year. So he's going to lean into that. And I would be just throwing this out there. The Steelers defense might score a touchdown this game.
They need to be.
Just gonna
one thing you could bet on right now is the Steelers are going to be about 500 this year. I'll tell you that. All right.
They're going to play really good defensive.
This is the battle of my surprising teams. Panthers at Jaguars.
Give me the Panthers.
I'm going to also take them just because of 2 years versus a brand new system. So we're doing the same right now. We have a battle of the bads, it feels like. Unless Kyler's back. We got Cardinals at Saints.
Kyler's not starting?
No, I'm just saying he needs to get back into
Kyler. Is it
form.
OU versus OU? Kyler. Give me the Cardinals.
It is technically OU versus OU. I'm going to take the Cardinals too. I think the Saints are going to be so bad this year. Giants at Commanders in DC.
Commanders.
Same. Are we going to have something different? We'll see. We'll see where we get. Bucks at Falcons. Michael Penix.
Gotta go Bucks, man.
You got to take Baker.
I can't bet against Baker.
I think Baker's going to be maybe in the MVP conversation this year. Bengals, Browns, AFC North.
Bengals. Some of these are just slam dunks.
I want to say it's a slam dunk, but if history tells us anything, the Bengals aren't great in the beginning of the year. And
they're not going to lose against the Browns.
Week 1 feels like a Flacco's game, baby. I'm taking the Browns.
Wow.
Feels like a Flacco game. Bengals can't figure their defense out. That's what I'm going to lean on here. Raiders at Pats.
Pats. I feel it.
I'm taking Geno. I'm taking Pete Carroll. Give me the Raiders. 49ers at Seahawks. Sammy D?
49ers. No.
Yeah. They're coming back with vengeance this year. Titans at Broncos.
Broncos.
Maybe all around best defense in the league this year. They're incredible. Dude, if you look at that roster and be like, Jesus Christ, they're taken care of. And they have the best corner in the game, which is very helpful. NFC North matchup, Lions at Packers.
This is so tough.
I know.
I hate them. So give me the Lions.
Okay. I'm going to take the Packers because I know.
No, Micah. Micah's not due to start.
I know, but I know how this shit goes, and the Packers are going to win week 1, and they'll be like, new kings of the North, and it's going to be a whole fucking thing, and I can feel it already, so I'm just going to take it off the bat here, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be a happy camper. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
CJ Stroud versus Stafford?
Yeah, this is a toss-up for me.
Texans-Rams.
Texans don't have a running game. CJ Stroud's coming back. Tank Dell's not
Pierce.
100%. They really don't have. Give me the Rams.
Rams are going to be good this year. I'm taking them too.
So good.
Crazy good and young.
Mm-hmm.
Possible AFC Championship matchup. Possible Ravens at Bills.
I don't see a way the Bills lose this. I just don't.
At home, week 1.
Yeah, it's too. Josh Allen's Josh Allen. I've been watching Hard Knocks too much, maybe.
Are you ready for another bullshit storyline? Trouble in Baltimore after this game. It's going to be 2 of the best teams playing each other on Sunday Night Football.
So does that mean you're
in Baltimore? I'm taking the Bills too. But it's not trouble in Baltimore. It's just 2 of the best teams are playing each other. But we're going to get that.
Well,
Lamar versus Josh Allen? Fucking stupid. I hate it. Vikings at the Bears.
Till they prove me wrong. Bears, let's go. Dub.
Eat it up, baby. I'm taking a dub too. I would love to see
I'm eating W's. I'm eating them.
Caleb's got games. JJ doesn't have games. And that's life, baby.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch. It's exciting. Football. We're back to football. I didn't think it would happen this quickly, but it always does. So,
alas,
football is back in the great, great city of Chicago. And I just don't want to buy in too quick. We did last year. Sorely disappointed.
Mike,
Hard Knocks aided to that greatly.
Take the pact with me. We're going to keep it easy breezy at 50% until we have a real reason to not be.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yes. Hold on.
Here.
Cautiously optimistic. Thank you.
That's a new soundbite for the rest of the year. And with that, we conclude maybe our first real football episode of the season. So we're so happy to have this. Just a marathon ep.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you always coming in and enjoying this time with us. And we're going to be here week after week to bring you through good times and bad times. If you haven't yet, please call in 312-725-2107. Let us know how you're feeling. Give us your thoughts via voicemail, and we will air it out live on the air. You can find us every week on everywhere you get your podcasts. Every Thursday, this episode drops, and we are here for it. Now, in case you haven't yet, please like, follow, and share it with a friend. As always, we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, you know. Jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah, you know.